a lead.
Look at us now, tip to
Ooh, Jesus.
Shout out to Morning Kombat.
Do you want a margarita? Yes! My God!
to us, doing what we love. It's time to bang. Oh, yeah, back by popular demand with part 2 of the Morning Kombat Donkumentary Director's Cut Rewatch. Wow, that's a mouthful. We back, baby. It's Morning Kombat. Brian Campbell, Luke F. Thomas, live and direct from Columbia. And first and foremost, Happy New Year to everybody. Friday, January 2nd, 2026, as you are watching this, of course, in the space-time continuum. We did record this in advance. So, Luke Thomas, I'm sure you could tell me that you probably would have had a great New Year's Eve, right? Just to bang it. Just bang it in. The New
Time
Year.
you're watching this, I'm probably incredibly hungover still. So
All right.
there you go.
Right. All right. You're currently eating quail eggs for a traditional Colombian breakfast. Are you not?
I finished it. But yes, it was
All
excellent.
right.
And a arepa, handmade, homemade.
Well, I'd like to give my thanks to Uncle Pipe for letting you use his Pipe room and podcast here. This is fantastic stuff. Welcome. Great to be here. For everybody that caught part 1 of our Donkumentary look back, we appreciate you. This, as promised, is part 2, where we will go through Donkumentaries 5, 6, and 7. What's the difference between 5 and 7 and 1 to 4? They're longer. They're a lot more artsier. And there's a lot more variety as Jake Von Amsterdam really stepped up his cinematography, editing, and all of that. And Luke, if you want to be honest, we got skinnier each doc, and that's great. That's great to see. You know what I mean?
Not skinny enough, but progress is always progress, I suppose.
There it is. There it is. I would like you to subscribe, even follow our extended YouTube channel. Shout out to everybody watching on the DraftKings Network today as we kick off a new year in the life here in 26, and follow us on what we're doing here. The show's not dying. BC's final episode Monday, January 5th of 26. So tune in for that as we go live from Meadowlark in Manhattan one more time. But the show continuing. Luke, anything you can say about the MK in 26? Anything you can say?
I mean, no.
No,
I mean,
not at all.
We've got announcements to make, but we'll make them in the appropriate time.
Great to
stay
hear
tuned.
that.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned indeed. Before we get into the specificities.
Did you get hit in the head with a hammer there, buddy?
Yeah, I woke up on the wrong side of the earth this morning. I want to tell you about our merch here. You want to support the show? You want to clean out our aisles here like it's a Armageddon sale? BC's farewell sale is live. morningkombat.shop right now. 50% off anything with BC's face on it. Let's clear those shelves, all right? Fill out your closets with my face on it. Also, you can get you can't get it. Long Island, let's talk morningkombat.shop, mix and match the styles. Let me bring in the third member of our team, the Bong enthusiast, producer, director, son of a horned Aussie. Hey, it is Long Island main card minute, Luke Nocita. Luke, what is the plan for January merch?
I forgot to just update the graphic, but I was going to say that the sale's just going to run to the end of the episode on January 5th. We'll call it like 1:30 p.m. So I know we're throwing this up after the fact because it says it ends on January 1st. But either way, that's going to January 5th. After that, we'll drop January merch like the following show. So we'll figure it out.
So you're saying on Jan 6th, that's when the deal's done?
No, it wouldn't be the next day, but, the next show.
As soon as Pat Miletich lands on the steps. Real quick, Nocita, we should anticipate your doc debut in one of these, right?
Yes, I think 6 I make my debut. So, yeah. We'll get to it eventually, guys.
My family and I are here for sex. Yes, that's a great throwback reference. Luke, any final thoughts on this incredible Colombian holiday you've experienced?
It was great. It was nice to decompress. I'll be honest. It was good. Yeah, I'm glad I came. I wasn't sure, how it was all going to go, but it was good.
All right. I'm glad you came. Glad Mr. Thomas did once too. It's great to have you in our lives.
All right, can we not talk about my father ejaculating?
All right. Without any further Freddie Adu, DC legend, right?
Yeah, DC United legend. Get it right,
there you go.
motherfucker.
Let's get into it. So, Donkumentary number 5 takes us to Cleveland, Ohio,
Bro.
as Showtime put us up in a 1910 style hotel next to the train station for Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley Part 1. This is also the big, Luke, let's be honest, this was the big Luke Ariel reunion of sorts.
Yeah, I forgot about that, but I suppose that's right.
All
I
right.
haven't seen this one in a while, so I guess we'll see how this goes.
Hey, let's hit it, Nosita. Documentary number 5.
Hello, everyone. My name is Luke Thomas. That's Brian Campbell. In the epic words
This
of
was
LeBron
cool, Luke.
James, Cleveland. This is for
It was
you.
raining that day, right?
It was. And
Yeah.
then it was
Stays out
hot
from the fight
as
Sunday night when the
balls
unbeaten
under
Jake
that tent.
Paul takes on a very formidable opponent, Tyron Woodley.
By the way, shout out to Manich. They
I mean,
just
if you want
showed
the
Corey
truth about
Manici,
the Donks,
MK
it's
legend.
like, am I frustrated by the lack of commercial growth? Yes, in a lot of ways. When you build something and it gets this big, you gotta
The
figure
comments
out,
roasting
can
you
I-
or I are
my-
usually some of
my
the
head's got
very best
picture,
parts of
can I
this.
fit my head through this door. You know, they say pride comes before the fall. Yo, we falling right now.
So, Luke, this was, as Matt Snyder shares in our chat, this was the only doc where Jake used consistent soundtrack music, and it really elevated it.
They got us in this post World War II. You know, if you were in Warsaw during the war, and you just found out over the radio
place smelled,
that
too,
the
by the way.
Allies
Did smell,
had
yes.
entered, this is probably where it would have happened.
We're in Cleveland for Jake Paul.
Cleveland is the city where we come from,
Woodley.
so run,
You know, we
run,
really
run.
want to provide an anchor for this week's digital coverage on Showtime. More in
What-
context
the
than the
theme
What
of
bullshit narrative are you trying to sell?
I was going to say, the theme of this was the Canadians are coming.
Doc 4.
Showtime had hired Ariel because MVP and
We
Jake
were
Paul,
on the
you know,
verge of maybe
love
selling
working with
our
him. They still
own
do. Shout out
souls
to
the
Ariel.
idea of being
So the whole
celebrity
theme was,
entrepreneurs. Somebody who
are we
introduced
losing
celebrities
our
for a
grip on
living
the
and by
industry?
proxy begins to believe in their own
because we're too focused on art. Luke.
Those garish robes would fit perfectly. You know, the hotel room with the balcony looking over the golf course. I mean, that was a fake environment. Miami is a fake city. Cleveland is a smack in the face to, you know, it really is this the end if we don't turn our shit around.
We should rename these docs to just the Brian Campbell Masturbation Project, because that's what this is, man.
Can I eat in fucking privacy?
Heading into Doc 5, there has been some
Luke, too
talk
bad they
not
cut
only
out your
will Luke
school
play
shooter
ball,
rant
but
at the end
he'll
of
I
this
know.
doc. It
I
was
had a
epic.
great school shooter rant.
We do too many of these, just so that's clear. Let me just get that out. First answer right up front. We do too many of these.
Look, I think this was the first doc that you actually bought in on. True or false?
Oscar Willis from Mac Life.
I think this was the beginning of a turn. Yes,
Did you get
I think that's right.
Yeah, good for you. Congratulations.
Look at that young guy right there.
Oscar, if we had to ask
Keyword young.
Morning Combat documentaries, which one do you
There's like
really
Don't feel bad.
7 STDs in this picture, and they all belong to Oscar Willis.
Shout out to Sam Jackson of PBC over your shoulder.
How many
Samuel
times
L.
do you think Oscar Willis has been treated for the clap?
Then you have to watch the whole set, or
Few
else you're
times.
denying yourself the perfection. You know?
It's like the Criterion Collection.
You know, his hairline didn't hold up for this interview, but he fit right into what we were doing, Luke.
Yeah.
Through perfection, and each one tried to do so. You just get a consistent basis of greatness.
This editing, dude. This editing is just
Brilliant.
next
No Jake,
level.
though, this week. No Jake the documentarian.
Less than Jake.
Jake, who is basically liked by everybody, including me and Brian, he had duties this week. He had to be with Tyron Woodley for large stretches of the week.
Oh, that's right. I
For all
forgot about
access.
this.
Yeah, we got Tim, right?
With us shooting the doc, obviously couldn't be here.
So we scheduled the documentary and found out our documentarian was double booked. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
I also feel like BC likes him because BC trusts him.
Look, you look
like
jacked
BC
there,
can
right?
Be himself.
I don't know about that.
Jake is sort of very welcoming of that kind of thing.
Who was willing to take one for the team.
That was a great episode.
Suck dick.
But our guy Jake right here, who doesn't know 90s music, that guy's the best. Andy King. I
Jake,
can
are
sense
you
it.
are Andy King?
How many Andy King bits are you going to do at Paramount, BC? They like that kind of humor?
Just a few, Luke. Not as many as normal.
Remember
Yeah.
that weird tattoo with that green.
But I'll take one
full-blown
for the
animal
team just to
creature
say.
on the side? That's Jake. That man is on.
We got Tim on the camera though. He's a
I will
very
say
good
this
cameraman,
Apocalypse Now
very good
style interview of
operator.
me in the bedroom losing my mind
Can
is
he run the show though?
brilliant in hindsight.
Can he execute a storyline? The awkwardness is I'm actually talking to him right
You
now.
really think you're
know what
like
I mean?
Kubrick or
He's the guy
something,
holding
right?
that cam.
Yes, yes.
What's this doc gonna look like with new fresh ideas, right?
Luke, how many times have you seen this doc?
Honestly, this might be number 2.
Okay.
There's
Matt
Snides.
Snyder?
When they walk out, are you going to?
All right, you got to be flexible.
The dude on the left is the Cavaliers announcer. He was a good dude. Remember that
He
guy?
was a good dude. That's right. He was very
That's
friendly.
nonfiction.
Everyone was pretty friendly here in
It's
Cleveland.
unscripted as shit.
There were some decent eats downtown, right?
Let's talk about the event.
Maybe.
It's just that staying next to that bus stop, man,
Let's see
you
who's
know.
sweating more, the guy who just
Dude,
hit
remember we
miss,
had
or the
Amanda
washed
Serrano, Tommy
co-announcer
Fury
here
on the
with me in
undercard,
tent.
Daniel
Give it
Dubois, I believe.
For the chosen one, Tyron Whitley.
You couldn't possibly sweat more than I have in this shirt, Tyron. I mean, let's be honest right here, bro.
Everybody make some noise. Give it up for Jake
Luke,
Paul.
be honest. It
Everybody
was
give it
hot
up,
as
give it
balls
up.
under that tent.
Yeah, because the humidity after it rained, it just cooked us.
Is he more bark than he is bite?
Content creation.
Great to see you, buddy.
Good to see you guys.
How are you doing, Jake?
We're in the
Nice to
tent.
see you.
We're live.
Damn, Jake looks young,
He
right?
needs to
He
weed.
does.
I don't know. I
We
wanna
dapped up
be
Jake Paul.
that man in the mirror, right? Because
Okay,
the
this
guy
shit
has
is
to
so-
change his ways.
This is the backbone of
And,
the doc
you know,
right
we
here.
knew
It's
the
over the
Canadians were
top.
going this week, right? There was we got Paul revered pretty hard on that this was
Good
coming,
line.
and did we allow this in the end?
Was the idea that Ariel was getting Showtime gigs, and so you were trying to turn that into who's getting Showtime's real love or something like that?
Yes, that we were focused too much on skits and bits and the art, and we were losing our grasp on Showtime.
Disgusting. I mean, I don't have room to.
Dude,
talk
you
about
sweat
it.
your balls off in the hotel room.
That is
that
how
night.
I normally sweat.
This was him
That is
getting
just
ready.
I walk outside and
Sweating 'cause
I'm
it
Patrick
was
Ewing.
hot in my room.
Dude, Patrick Ewing, man, every time he would, like, we you see it more commonly now, but I remember, like, he was such a sweater that, like, in between plays, the guys with the mops would get up there on MSG and, like,
Yeah.
get up the
Hey,
floor, you know?
Nocita, can you pause it real quick?
I just use.
I want to set the stage for this moment right here. So Luke and I just arrived at the press conference for Paul Woodley. Luke's sweating disgustingly. But Luke, be honest here. You had a bit of a misunderstanding / falling out with Ariel. You knew we were going to see him there because he was working for Showtime. This is about a minute before he walked in. I remember it kind of being tense. Like we didn't know what to expect. Could you comment on that?
I think it was tense for you. It wasn't tense for me.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that Tim got the shot. I wanted to make sure that this was captured on film, which in hindsight as a friend is a real dick move, but I was committed to the art. You know that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, part of this show is I just have to tolerate bullshit you do. You know what I mean? that is, and the reality is, here's kind of how I feel about it, which is that on sometimes it's very annoying and I don't like it, but at other times I think it actually requires me to give things to the show that I would not on my own give.
Okay. And I have to say up front, as we're about to hit play here, your willingness to walk this out 90% for real on camera, I give you a lot of credit.
I mean, the real thing that happened was later this day, it wasn't here. In fact, now that I haven't even thought about this in a long time. So I think what happened here was Ariel and I had a conversation and we were like, hey, let's have a conversation later because we're literally showing up to a press conference. Like this is not the moment to have it. And I think he knew that. And I think I knew that. And so I think at that moment we were like, hey, let's table this for afterwards. It was later that afternoon that I met up with him where we kind of talked everything out. That was a little more tense for me because I just didn't know how that was going to go. You know what I mean?
Dude, I tried to argue so aggressively to get MK doc cameras in that sit down.
No, that was never going to happen.
Either mic'd up or at least from a distance, which again, in hindsight is an absolute jerk move. But the addiction to the art is incredible. Let's hit play.
I'm just here to just keep the water
stupid ass text
in the right direction.
I mean, the docs speak for themselves in terms of that full-on representation of real life.
This is pro wrestling.
Yeah, this could be a turning point for the brand in a lot of ways.
What's next? Okay. What are you gonna bring Helwani in here? Where is he?
Ariel Helwani, who is now with a bunch of different places. He's back at Fox. He's got BT Sport. We used to work together for a
Look
long
at that
time,
guy.
about 7 years or so.
Yeah, back before I
And
was
MMA fighting together.
insanely fat.
Went on to ESPN.
You were handsome back then, Luke.
Yeah, dude, I used to
And
kill it
we
back in the
had
day.
Look at that! Look at that!
Here working this event.
You know what I'm saying? Just yeah.
You
I was
turn that corner,
nervous.
You don't know what's coming next.
God, then I had to put that jacket on. Oh my God.
Yeah. We were hosting the presser. I mean,
Was I still sweating on camera?
no,
Like-
you had dried up by then.
Okay.
So Helwani's walking in right now, and there's the first convo. There it is, Luke.
I don't really remember what was said specifically, other than, we were going, hey, let's
Came up
talk
to
this
me
out
at
later.
The press conference and said hi, and then he kind of articulated that he wanted to have a broader conversation about what he thought were some misunderstandings. And
That's
I think
right.
it was ultimately
That's right.
productive.
Now, yeah, that makes more
BC
sense.
wanted it to be something it wasn't, because that's what it does. Like, we were all just playing a role in BC's mental masturbation. He wants to be the maestro of the own story he's crafting about how there's this.
You did
narrative
figure
that's
me out
supposed
pretty
to-
quickly
he'll
from
try
this
to
document.
influence you to act in such a way to bring about that real life drama that he's scripting.
You gotta get that. You gotta get that. Okay.
This is real. I'm like,
This
"Kid,
is, I mean, that conversation that Ariel and I had was very real. I mean, this is not
So that's
scripted.
what he's trying to do.
And if I recall correctly, I think he might have approached me. I'm not entirely
he did.
sure.
He did.
He did?
Yeah, and I had to get Tim. I kind of pushed him into recording
The
it.
thing about it is,
I see.
Got that candy on Luke's arm. I was the third wheel in Doc 4 with Brendan being here. I wasn't.
The
so
storyline
worried about
never
being
really
that
hit.
this week because Luke needs to heal. So Showtime.
Well,
they made a bold move.
Shocker, BC, that when you try to invent things that are not there
Step up its game. I
and
wanted
cannot
to
and do not
I
materialize,
realized maybe this is Showtime challenging me.
Well, good afternoon, everybody.
I believe we're gonna get a Jake
Welcome
sighting here.
to the Buckeye State.
Not Jake Paul. I'm talking about Jake Von Amsterdam.
I'll say this: Tyron Woodley hasn't really aged.
Camp here.
No. Black don't crack, Luke. You know that.
Apparently,
It's okay. Just let him go through.
They just walked right in the shot. Miss Tyron Woodley's mom just walked right in front of the shot.
although I gotta say, Tyron Woodley's mom is
Awesome.
maybe the nicest lady on
Yes.
earth.
Harder to get words or emotions out of this guy, though. He's like a rock.
Oh, remember they had us in that old bar at the bottom of this
Yeah.
place?
It
Remember
was
that?
dusty.
And we did the post-fight show from there, if I recall
Yep.
correctly, for MK.
Yep. It was like in the basement of this hotel. It was-
Yes. There was like imagine the saddest Cheers-looking bar you've ever seen in your life.
Right? I've been there.
And it was, but this time it's not actually on the street. It's actually underground, and there's no windows.
I'm Ariel Helwani.
So this part of the storyline, I used to host face to face for PBC, but Ariel got the gig for MVP, so we all played that up. It wasn't really that deep, but we played it up.
They could do the show with you alone.
Absence does make everyone else's heart that normally deals with
No,
that.
I gotta tell you, I looked at the subscription numbers in my absence,
At BDE, Brian Campbell. No, that is not the great Luke Thomas next to me.
and I realized pretty quickly that this ship will sink if I'm not here.
Okay, all right.
We've already established the art. We've played with the art. We've prettied it.
I don't
up.
believe that so much, but all right.
We stretched it. Is the art getting in the way of the ceiling of this show?
Yeah,
You gotta ask yourself, what are you?
the
fighting
brick
for?
walls there. I
Art
remember
actually
being like,
forming
"We're not going to be in the
Is art
arena."
Getting me more gigs?
Nope.
Or are we in Cleveland sobering
comes
up
the
to
line.
find out that we're losing opportunities because of that?
This was back when Jake was doing stuff I liked a little bit more, which was picking a fight with MMA.
Yes, yes.
You know what I
Jake
mean?
Paul, you're saying, not Von
Yeah.
Amsterdam.
I think that we are like the after party of this event, right?
More or less.
All right, quick pause right here, Nosita. That conversation in the car's for real. So you and I thought we were hosting the press conference like we did the weigh-in, meaning like we would open and close the event. We were told as we were entering the car that we actually would be a web only after the weigh-in. We would do like a little mini MK show. So we kind of got bumped off because Ariel was hired to host this. He hosted that face-to-face. And although we were told we'll get to interview Logan, we'll get to interview the Barstool guys who wanted nothing to do with us, by the way, at all. You remember Portnoy and Big Cat?
Big Cat followed me on Twitter and then never tweeted me once.
Yeah, they both could. They didn't sell any jokes. They did not want to be there. But this played perfectly into the storyline because it kind of felt like we were getting phased out a bit. But the reality, to be honest with everybody, is I don't know. Can we say this? That MVP controlled 50% of the broadcast. They called the shots on this.
Yeah, it's not like UFC where if it airs on show, or obviously it's Showtime, but if it airs on the Showtime network, that Showtime's in control of all of it. That's just not how. I mean, we'll see what happens in Zuffa boxing era, but under this system, that's not how that worked. The promoter has significant say, relatively speaking, anyway, over that kind of a thing. The other thing to consider too, BC, just as a moment of like pulling the back of the curtain, they would tell us ahead of time like what jobs we would have, but you would always understand it would be somewhat fluid too, right? BC. Sure. Yeah. They come to you at times being like, for example, our guy fell out for this presser, we need you to fill in. Or, hey, we actually got this. Now we need you to do something else. So we kind of understood that it was in motion, but there was definitely at this moment being like.
And to be fair on that, we got so many great opportunities.
Oh, of course.
That if the assignment changed in real time, we might feel something like, oh, what's going on? The reality is we were overused. Like they gave us the world.
Yeah,
and
true.
I want to say, pull back the curtain. Ariel couldn't have been nicer this weekend, and that probably was a little awkward for him coming into our territory. And he was great, to be fair. So
yeah, I mean, you can complain about Jake Paul or whatever if you want, but like in terms of what we could complain about, there was very little other than being next to the bus stop was a little strange. I will say that.
All right, hit it, Luke. Thank you.
The world famous Jake Paul robot. Do you have an official name?
Oh, the guy who lives in this suit.
I don't think that.
You should think of that guy as like he lives in his suit like a guy lives in a van down by the river.
Dude, I have a picture of him when he took the helmet off. He looks gnarly. He looks like one of those carnies who works the roller coaster at the state fair,
We're making an impact on the youth. All those things can't happen if we're bringing with us on this journey past hurts.
What is going through your mind right now, Tyron, as you take on Jake Paul?
It's over.
What do you got there?
He did a good job selling that fight. I will say that.
It's my lucky meal. One love.
BC, there's Raising Cane's all over DC now. Like they popped up in the last year or two.
I hadn't even heard of it when Jake did
this and what it means and what we're producing.
Are you enjoying your time in Cleveland?
I am. I wish we get these cameras moved back a little. I'm a little too close.
Yeah, they complain the whole time, Luke.
I want to introduce you to the people we'll be working with this week.
I understand.
Do y'all got a thing going on?
We hate each other. It's really
okay.
I forgot about that.
Dude, I gotta say, Portnoy was a dick, dude. He didn't sell any jokes. He didn't want to.
I kind of thought Big Cat was actually pretty nice. I just wasn't sure about
tomorrow.
Portnoy did not care for us.
But to be fair, this was a post show after the weigh-in, so he probably was contractually obligated.
Dude, we got lit up here.
Yeah, we did.
This was so fun. They got us a suite at a Cleveland Indians game. Showtime did, and dude, we were. This was. I gotta tell you, this was a very good job that we had. This was a very nice job.
Oh, there's Phil. There's Tristan. All the guys are here.
I got beaten in a chug contest here.
Incredibly.
This is pre-Guardians, Luke. This is like Redskins era.
Busy all accessing the insides of Tyron Woodley this week, so we've got.
Tim's a good dude, by the way. He still works with Jay Aaron all the time.
Tim looks like every dude who went to James Madison University.
Yeah, the James Madison.
Tim's like the best DP I know, man. Tim kills it. Tim's really good.
Double penetration?
Yeah.
Director of photography.
Does that too.
But yeah, that too.
Right.
Yo, chug with this motherfucker or stop being a hoe.
BC just he wouldn't even shotgun a fucking beer at a
you bitch.
Pause it real quick.
You bitch.
But for the record here, okay? For the record, this was the time in which my my old man disease, I call it. You know those stretches where like if you drink 3 beers, you'll get like the most vicious hangover ever in your early 40s, and you're like, why am I even doing this?
Yeah.
So I had already taken down a couple beers. I was probably, row 8, about 6 or 7 deep. So like I was sort of like, I'm good. But I played into the I won't do this for the storyline, and it kind of worked, Luke. It did. All right.
Okay. This guy, Phil smoked me on this one. I've never been I can't chug very well.
That's Tim, not Phil. But yeah.
Whoever, they're all the same.
I'm ready, baby.
All right, here's the swimming to bow-legged women.
Thomas.
Here we go.
I even fucked it up. Here's the swimming with bow-legged women.
One more quick pause. I got to say one more thing behind the scenes. The original edit of this had a lot more party scenes. And I don't know if you remember, there was some fear that it would expose the show on Showtime as being like this frat boy thing, which it was, by the way.
I mean, that's exactly what it was.
They had to not only edit down, they had to zoom in so that we didn't show like the full staff getting loaded and acting like it was a keg party, which they did, by the way.
I don't remember that, but
This was pretty damn rowdy. Okay, hit play. Thank you.
Wait. This is the real test. Hold on. Luke Thomas, everyone. Luke Thomas, everyone.
Oh.
You know, Luke doesn't normally give a shit about these guys. You think he knows Tim's name?
I still don't know Tim's
That
name.
aged beautifully because you just called him Phil.
A little too far, and I got to a point where I was ready to have a fist fight.
That's awesome.
For the art.
The fist fight for the art thing was real. Snyder and I almost came to blows. Snyder, I almost threw a punch. I'm telling you.
Why?
Pause. Snyder was hammered. He was getting in my face about not doing the chug thing. Snyder, do you remember? Let's bring in Matthew Snyder, please. Can we do this, Long Island Luke?
I just need him to put his camera on, and then we're good. All right.
All right, let's go live and direct from his house in New Jersey. Here's Matt Snyder.
Nice robe.
I'm here in my shawl cardigan. Yeah.
Matt Snyder, I may be overplaying the I almost threw a punch, but do you remember? I don't know if you were hammered. You and I kind of got into it a little bit. It was it got almost physical. Do you remember this at all?
Very accusatory about drinking. You were just very combative in general. Like you really weren't fun this night at all. I'll say that. I don't remember you almost throwing fists, but I just remember you being in a very sour mood. And
I think I was too meta on the storyline because the storyline was everyone here is partying and they're not realizing that Ariel just stole our job and that we're losing our grip on Showtime. So I think
you're also maybe over embellishing how much into the doc you were. I don't think you were having a good time.
Well, thank you for playing. By the way, Matt, you guys went all in for us. We had like a full buffet. We had all you could drink. Like this was pretty bad.
It was a fun night. I don't really remember, to be honest with you. I don't remember this scene being that much longer and then having to cut it down.
Oh, I fully remember that. I got mad about it. And then you were like, well, maybe if we just zoom in, we won't show as many people. It won't look like we were just going nuts and partying. We didn't watch like a second of the game, to be fair. We just got.
I didn't watch a second of that game. I will say, and I'll dead wrong you in real time, I'm pretty sure, 95% sure that the Indians were the Guardians by this point anyway. Because I remember that was a conversation point.
That's right. I do remember that.
Yeah, that was a conversation. I think we were almost protesting watching them in real time because of that name change.
Okay, I don't think we were doing that, but
yeah.
I definitely remember that. I definitely remember having a conversation. I was like, why the fuck are they called the Guardians? You know?
Yeah, I didn't get that. I don't really remember this scene being that much longer though. I don't. I can't say that. Also, in fairness, BC2, like, if we didn't want to show that because people were worried about drinking and the impression of that, we shouldn't have had this scene at all. But I also,
Matt, it did exist. We had this conversation. We were a little nervous that our boss was going to get in trouble or he would say something. Because remember, the final edit had to go through BD every time before it could air.
I don't know if he watched them. I'll just be transparent.
Okay.
It may have just, like, you and I were the executive producers. I think you and I approved it.
I would say that for you and I, and by the way, shout out to Luke Thomas, who did try in this doc, and that's why it was so special. You and I, on the road while we're shooting this, are constantly updating the storyline and tweaking it. I mean, we're way too into it, to be fair, but that's what it was, you know?
Yeah, no, it's bringing up some good memories. Let's keep playing.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Being a frat, do you know what it's cool to be a professional who gets jobs?
Yo, fuck this stop, bro, okay?
I have a theory. I wonder, like, you know, he grew up like working class and like factory town, which, you know,
this is a good bit.
A little lied, but you know, we let it roll. I wonder how much did he miss life events as they were supposed to happen? And so now that he's older, more established, he has a great family life, he makes good money, he has a good house, you know, everything's kind of settled. Now he wants to go back and live the things he was supposed to live.
Bro, I ain't got nothing to prove to y'all.
He's still in high school. I'm not a doctor.
You're not far off here.
Why is someone around you constantly trying to shape reality? Has this unusual need to try and influence events to fit a narrative that would be compelling and interesting to them? And does it in real life? Or like, why would you do that? You would only do that if you missed out on something. He's probably got some questions he should ask himself in the mirror.
Look, true or false, the next line was, tell me, who's the school shooter now, or something like that. I mean, you nailed it.
Yeah, I made a school shooter joke. Snyder can remember better than I could. And because I think you said I had like angry school shooter vibes, and then I kind of made a point. I had some kind of way to twist it and say, you know, I'm not the real school shooter. Brian Campbell is the real school shooter.
They edit the
and then later on, I think they were like, you know what, we should probably take that out. And then honestly, of course, because this is America, 2 weeks later there was a school shooting, so we were like, you know what, that's probably a good call.
Long Island Luke reminding us that was the last year of the Cleveland Indians. They were the Guardians the next year in 2022.
So enjoy up, cameraman.
Shout out to Gaff.
It's on me. It's fine. But what about the next morning? What about when it's 2 in the afternoon and I'm still in bed at 43 years old?
Oh, one more final quick pause here on that. This whole scene of me in this bed, it worked because I was hungover as shit after that game.
Oh.
And I was in a huge fight with my wife at the time, and it's rare that kind of stuff affects me on camera, but I just decided to play right into like, we're losing it all because we're out of control. You know what I'm saying? It worked. It worked, Luke. It worked. Okay.
I thought it was a bunch of nonsense, but you like doing this stuff.
Yeah, epic music.
This was what? Oh, we did CBS Sports HQ hits from here.
I had a meeting with Ariel Helwani, and we talked about, I mean, it looks like I think we reached a place where I think we can get along.
Oh yeah, and then I hung out with Mark Ramundi and then Mike Bond later that night.
This isn't a fight talk show. You know, this isn't even a sitcom like I thought it was. This is real life. This is a journey. The highs and lows, the growth of men.
Also, this fight was decent.
Will the commercial audience be there to see it? I don't know.
Remember Woodley wobbled him?
This fight was certainly the better of the two.
What was your interaction like?
And definitely had some drama because remember that one time the ropes caught Jake?
Good.
Remember that?
Very happy for his success.
Should have been a knockdown.
Brian Campbell was a great guy. I've never had an issue with him. I'm happy for everyone.
I appreciate
it was nice.
Yeah, he DM'd me after. Is that the end of the doc?
That's the end of the doc?
That is the end of the doc.
Wow.
All right.
Abrupt.
Curtain removed. This is why I say shout out to Ariel. He did DM me after and say like you guys really put me over in the doc. Thank you. You know, and I appreciate that. So shout out to Ariel.
Yeah. We weren't trying. Listen, we're just two goofballs trying to enjoy. I swear to God, what is MK? Correct me if I'm wrong, BC. It's two fucking goofballs who just love fights and just want to watch and talk about fights. I mean, it's really not much. It is more than that, but like at its core, it's kind of what it is. So, you know, if we can just leave it there, it'd be great. But, you know.
Yeah, life got in the way.
Yeah, life got a bit in the way of that, didn't it?
That's Doc 5 in Cleveland. Let's go to Donkumentary number 6. Las Vegas is the setting, and what is it? The MMA awards? What's it called?
Yeah, World MMA Awards, I guess. Which, by the way, they were supposed to happen last month, and they didn't. I don't know what happened.
All right, let's do it. This is where the docs just kept getting better.
Failure or something.
This was a fucking triumphant weekend, man. In the end, I suppose, right?
20, 30 years.
Yeah, I'd love to be skinnier, but no. But outside of that, I wouldn't change a thing.
By this point, I remember, I think I'm right. By this point, I had lost maybe 25 pounds, something like. So I was like making progress at this point.
That's what this is, man.
Look at those toes. Yeah.
I can't sleep unless I know who we are. And that's why I'm bringing it. And what was the question?
I made one request of Jake during this broadcast, or during this doc. I think it's the only time I ever said I wanted something done for me, like specifically for the docs. And it's when we were smoking in the limo. I said I wanted him to get a slow motion shot of me exhaling the smoke. So in typical Jake fashion, this is what he does. He did it, and it looked cool. I was like, oh, I mean, I'm never going to look this cool again. It was so great. But then he also, right after that, cut in an edit afterwards of me coughing in the limo.
Yeah. I believe you also had him edit out when he was filmed us changing. You were
I was just like, get the fuck out of here. He just, who are you, Donald Trump at the Miss USA pageant? Get the fuck out of my room.
Moment in time, a weekend, a trip.
Shout out to Mark Cambria on the couch right there, Malka producer.
that's sort of an update on where we're at. In our
Trains with
journey in
David
our
Branch
growth
too,
as
an
men.
instructor at
Indeed.
David Branch's gym.
Just pick up the camera.
Cauliflower ear too.
Yeah, he's got ugly ears.
Marionetta with this guy's cauliflower ear.
It's the last day in the old set, though. That's a big storyline. This is the last day in the old studio.
All right.
Wait, the old studio. What does that mean?
I love that shit. Yes.
The
We
thing
thought-
about our docks is, do they get better each time?
Earlier to even make the train.
They certainly
Pause
make you
real quick,
feel
please.
something.
We were told that, I don't know if you remember this. This is when Money Lion bought Malka. They moved everything across the street in that brand new huge building.
Oh my
to
God,
the
I
top floor.
forgot about that.
We were told we were going to get a brand new studio on the top floor. So this was, we thought, our last time in this studio. In the end, we stayed in this studio. We did get that facelift, which was awesome because we got to design it ourselves, basically.
Yeah.
But this was the last time in Orchids of Combat. Hit play, thank you.
Different each time. There's a different flavor because that's life, guys. This is not a scripted reality show.
The way you're framing it, you're going to therapy for MK-related themes and problems in your life. Is that right? Or
Doc 5 was a rough and real and blunt.
Oh yeah, Luke, I wanted to do couples therapy with you and have the cameras there. I pushed for that a lot, but you didn't buy in on that.
Business, who we stand for.
You didn't need couples therapy.
You know what I'm saying? And Canada came. There was a war, right? It was a beautiful war, but
It was a beautiful war.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a reference to a Kings of Leon lyric, Luke.
Oh.
That's all right. Oh, is this the doc? My name's Brian Campbell. My name's Brian Campbell.
Your thumbs up, big smiles, regular smile.
Look, you look jacked in that shirt. Damn.
Yeah, I'm still too heavy.
There's RJ Dunkelmaker before he, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just leave that one alone.
This is the beginning of the end. This is when two stars take, separate cabs to the same event.
Shout out to Sally. Yes.
You're a wizard. You're a drug wizard.
BC, I've been taking pictures of drug rugs here in Colombia to
Yes.
show you. They are next level. And I even asked the guy in Spanish, how do you say this? And he was like, what is it?
Do we see that future together or apart?
It's like Socaro, something like that.
don't you think this is an overplayed narrative, like you and Luke doing this whole divorce?
Yes.
Coming back together. It
Yes.
feels a little bit overdone.
If we were scripting these as reality TV fake events, yes.
Face off, serious.
Yeah, there's. I just took 200 pictures, I think.
Good.
These are better when you just watch it like as a Spinal Tap or something, you know?
Yes. Eastern time on the YouTubes.
I lost those glasses. I'm so bitter.
Setting the stage for the weekend, LT.
So this is where we had that sound guy for that one day from Turkey, remember?
News, 11 a.m. BC,
Yes, vaguely.
MK,
His name was
I have a lot to say
Barack,
about Halloween merch. Bring it.
and he was not ready to work with us, Luke, to be fair. Shout out to Courtney, yes.
Oh, that's right, because he was like super serious, and he definitely considered us to be worthless clowns.
MK from Orchids of Combat, from the original home of the bomb shelter. Luke, do you feel anything?
Fatigue.
Dude, you had great timing on these. I got to give you that.
In the real.
You're born Turkey or you're Turkish? You're Turkish.
I don't. You can run underneath, whatever you're in the mood for.
Yeah, this guy was like, yeah, you know, I got the vibe that he was like, you know, he had to steal rebar as a kid to afford food and took, you know, the seriousness of the job like a little too much. And so here he shows up on this set, and me and Brian are like, hey, who can make the better armpit farting noises?
And he also walked in front of the camera like 3 times live on the show, too.
And I think he was like, you know, this is beneath me. And maybe he was right, you know.
I hope it kills you in your sleep.
Oh, God, Bellator previews.
Yeah, we were obligated to do that.
Hold on. Is my thank you in Turkish right? What is it?
Teşekkürler.
Teşekkür. Teşekkür.
Oh,
Teşekkür.
nice. Good pull. Good pull.
Not bad. I was close.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh,
the best phone cover. I had the best phone
I
cover.
wasn't given any information at all, but I got surprised with what I saw. It was interesting experience.
Definitely gonna miss this set. This is one of the longest sets we have for a long
Shout out
time.
Gaff.
So excited to see what we get next. Hopefully no dongs or anything weird on it.
Shouts to Gaff, legend.
Oh, I'm gonna miss this.
In all fairness, it's kind of a shithole, but it was our shithole.
My office, dude.
And until may all of your gains be loyal.
That was a good bit from Cameron.
They got us. They got us.
This is Morning Kombat.
Oh yeah! Wow! Wow! Oh yeah!
Were you high?
I'm serious, Probably. guys. This is potentially an award-winning podcast, and we're gonna need you folks if you want to see us win an award, because we are nominated right now. Best MMA Programming nominee Yes. at the 13th Annual World MMA Awards. Our competition, Luke, is the UFC Embedded, the UFC Contender Series, the Joe Rogan Experience, and a defunct show that was once called DC and Helwani. So Luke says, you know, humble brag, we got no chance of winning. You know what, Luke? Fuck your chances, bro. okay?
Yes.
We're winning
I
this
just
shit.
think you have to be realistic about your chances. Listen, we're up against juggernauts, okay? If we win, it would be something of a, you know, the little engine that could kind of thing.
I mean, that part is true,
There's
BC.
Google, there's Apple, and then there's us, like fucking Fubo or something, you know. But Fubo is good. I like Fubo. But, you know, you guys are big believers in our chances, so why not see what happens?
Okay. We're taking over. All right. Tomorrow I'm getting on a plane. I'm coming to Las Vegas for UFC 269.
All right, one more pause
Bringing
here.
it, okay.
Let's go full disclosure. As all these scenes are being filmed episode by episode of MK, where we're talking about the awards, you're saying we have no chance. I'm doing the opposite and saying, look, we got to believe. I did believe we had a chance. True or false? How soon did they tell us, hey, are you guys coming to the awards? Because you probably should. I don't know if we've ever revealed this publicly. We
No.
were not told we would win. I've heard others get that same call out, by the way, of getting invited to come and then they didn't win.
Yes.
But we got on that plane believing we had a better chance than we thought we did because of that.
We got hit up basically by the event organizers, and they're like, "Hey, when are you guys coming?" And we're like, "Oh, we're not so sure, you know." And then they kind of suggested, they're like, "It's probably a pretty good idea if you guys come." It's kind of what they told us, and because remember it was I was DMing them, and then they sent me that note. And they were like, "It's going to be in your interest." Like I forget exactly what the verbiage was, but it was something like, "It's going to be in your interest to go." And then I was like, I took that to the Showtime staff, and they were like, "Well, should we go now?" And yeah, we did.
I mean, to Showtime's credit, they came with the full team, dock cameras, rolled out the red carpet. So we felt like we thought we were going to win, but there still was that feeling while we were in the crowd, like you just don't know if this, you know, because I have talked to people after who got the same invite and didn't win. So it is interesting how that played out. But to be fair, we thought we were going to win as we were on our way there. Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, all right. Hit it.
Here. Wish us luck on Friday. We'll be back then. If you're in Las Vegas, say hi, but please don't have COVID and brush your teeth.
That rule still stands, by the way.
I don't know, some stupid bit.
Car, we're going shop.
1, 2, 3.
We're in the car and we're going shopping in Las Vegas.
This sucks.
So when you get here, there's a lot you got to do, bro. Let's hit the
They took us off strip for this, by the way, and I do mean off strip. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but Luke, in hindsight, you and I both paid. I paid for my own tux to rent. You paid for shoes. Why didn't Showtime pick that up? They paid for those garish robes. Was this when our budget was dying?
I think this might have been the start, the little inkling that something was happening.
I want to look nice, so I said, Jake, documentarian, find me a tux place that feels like royalty, like that.
Dude, he took us to a place where it was BC and then 17-year-old dudes getting ready for prom. That is it. There was nothing in between.
The spirit I bring to this show, to this sport.
Yo, here's my, if we win, which we won't, but if we win, here's my victory speech. Ready? Suck my fucking dick. Suck my fucking dick. Suck my fucking dick.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Bye.
You should have done that on the stage. You
I
really should.
absolutely should have done it. I'm too much of a pussy.
Remember they told us we couldn't shoot inside there? So Jake said, "Oh no, I'll just take pictures," but he was doing video the whole time. Brilliant,
We
brilliant.
had them right away. It was fucking great.
Oh, I forgot. I just needed shoes. That's right. The core frames. I was talking to Tookster. I was talking to Tookster. I don't feel any shame about that, Brian Campbell.
Broccoli toots. So this was real. I was in there for about an hour and a half, right? Like it was forever.
It took forever. It might have been longer than an hour and a half, dude. It was insane. There you go.
Shout out to that lady who helped me out, but you know, I gave half a day to that. But that's commitment, and we got through it.
They edited out my insult to you here.
Look at this. Nice dress. What the fuck?
This is a quick trip, a quick turnaround, and we could be hightailing out of there with some hardware.
I called you a pussy, and for some reason they edited it
I
out.
don't think you need Charlize Theron for this sequel. Yeah, either. Was she in the first one?
And then they took us to, we're like, oh, we're hungry. Let's go to a Mexican restaurant. And they took us to one next to a strip club.
Yeah, like attached to the strip club. It was a little awkward. Yeah.
Yes.
You had the most amount of meat I've ever seen.
I
at one
ordered
time.
regular fajitas, and they brought me 50 dead cows.
It's like, did we come all this way just to say we were there, you know, or should you live and die by the code of the BC and be optimistic and positive, you know, to remember the Alamo, for sure. I don't know, I feel like a general.
I've been to Vegas more times than I could ever want
I'm with
ever
you.
in a lifetime.
I mean, it's gonna be a battle, you know.
BC, the driver of that car. Wait, I don't know if you can go back. I don't know if you can go back Long Island, but that was the driver of the car who made like the techno songs. Remember that? And he even made one of the songs that they played during the Golden Knights games.
If you're coming on.
What was his name? Like DJ Rascal or some
pause.
shit?
Quick pause on that. What was that guy's name? He was tall. He was like a local hire.
Yes.
He barely helped us. And I don't know if you remember during was there a Canelo fight that weekend?
We did Canelo Plant with him as well.
And he ended up sitting. There was an open seat in the second row while he was supposed to be working. He just sat down during the card in the second row. And I remember we were watching from above on the monitor going, that's the Malco camera guy. Why is he sitting in the second row of the crowd? Yeah, that guy was random, but shout out to him just the same. I have no idea what his name was.
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Yeah, Snyder. Was Snyder not on this trip?
I don't want to do this anymore.
All right, for Malka, CBS Sports, Showtime, and for this laundry.
Yeah, Snyder wasn't
Blair
at
piece
this
of
trip.
shit. My name's Luke Thomas. We'll see you later. May all your games be loyal. You haven't been to this before,
I
right?
don't know anything about this.
So I don't know how this one's going to go because they change a little bit every year. I've been to these a few times. We did win one. I did go up on stage one year when I won as part of MMA fighting.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Have you even like attempted to put together some kind of like a victory thing?
I'm not choreographing some type of victory result. If it happens, you'll just let those emotions flow.
So you're just going to go up there and just start masturbating.
Dude, I'm deep in the eighth row here.
It's a little-
Deep,
it's a little
Luke.
much. It's aggressive.
You're going to play Divinyls, I Touch Myself on your phone? I will say now that we're here, you know, you're feeling it a little bit more. The city kind of runs through your veins. Wow. So anyway, we're going to go to the awards tonight, and we're going to lose, and it's going to be fun. That's it. Yeah. Right?
I also just like being pessimistic because then when you win, it just feels so great, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, that red carpet's at 5. We like don't have any time.
No.
We shot all the MK episodes in my room that week, which means like Jake never left my room. That dude, I love Jake more than life itself, but that dude can linger, Luke. I'm like, dude, I gotta drop a deuce. Like, you gotta go, all right?
That's so disgusting. I mean, that's so gross.
This guy, that dude who
Ty.
did the show with the hat.
Yeah,
he
his name
first-
is Ty. He's a
Ty.
good dude.
Ty made himself a character in the show without us asking, which is fine because he was interesting. But there's the tall dude again.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
look-
he's kind of a famous DJ, that tall dude.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Yo, Long Island Luke,
I
what's
just
this guy's
paused
name?
it so you guys could talk about him if you wanted, but I don't know. I don't recognize him. He must be
I
like a
follow him on
freelancer
IG
from
still.
Vegas.
He's about to say his name. All right, let's play it.
Guys, it's Jackal here. Just finished
Jackal, yes.
That's it, Jackal.
Okay. So about the guys winning the award tonight.
This guy here was like, I can take you to a 24-hour drive-through marijuana store.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think you need hobbies.
I'm like, thank you, Henry Cejudo's sidekick there. Thank you.
Just finished working with Luke and Brian. Oh, that was a fun one.
Not very convincing.
Their show is really top of the line.
All right, do I have to wear this to get changed or no?
No.
Hi, everybody. Luke Thomas here.
Oh, I did the Schmo show.
Yes.
Wow, man.
And Helen Yee.
And he gave you underwear.
Co-hosts of the Schmo Zone, we have Luke Thomas, one of the brightest minds in combat sports, in studio.
Check 1, 2.
I'll explain on the podcast, but it's a dual power separation.
Dude, Schmo Studio was so fucking cool. First of all, he was very friendly. He did gift me underwear, but that's okay because he's Schmo.
He kind of looks like a less cringe.
He basically rented out. I don't know if he bought it or rented it. I'm gonna assume he rented it. What used to be an old dentist office. And he would create various scenes and setups in the offices. And you can see here, this was the main one where they would do podcasting. So they had like a green room for anyone who needed it. They had like a waiting room for like other people, a reception area, private rooms. And he told me, I forget what the rent was on it. He told me it was not too far off strip at all. And it was like insanely affordable, BC, like nothing. You know what I mean?
Hey, Schmo's been nothing but good to us. I always respect that guy.
You know, you can say whatever you want about Schmo, but you better say he hustles because he does.
Separating them. Another grown man is giving me underwear. You're not the first man to do that this year, by the way.
Okay.
Men are gifting other men underwear. I've noticed
Dude,
that.
Snyder really let us down not going on this trip. I mean, I don't know where he was.
Why didn't Snyder go on this trip?
I don't know.
Was this when his first son was born, maybe?
He doesn't remember, he says in the chat.
Look at your... Oh, those are my toes.
No, those were mine.
Okay.
Those were mine. I know those toes anywhere.
I want to tell you why I'm wearing this particular tuxedo. I don't like it when they do the Italian restaurant bit where you can see the tie go around their collar. You know what I mean? So I wanted a white collar to cover it.
BC have the balls to show up to a black tie event without a black tie, without a tie at all. You're damn right. That's the secret sauce in what makes Morning Combat.
They rented us a van. Like, this is great stuff in hindsight.
You can't take
And they were like, where do you guys want to party? And we were like, we don't know how to party.
No, we were like, we're too old for that. We're like, can we go out to eat and get loaded? I mean, come on.
Hi, mi amor. Thank you, mi amor. Thank you very much.
Oh, I love that.
Can I just say hi? Let me say hi to Tuki, mi amor. Hola, mi amor. Hola. Hey, Tuki, te amo.
Great
Those are my ladies, bro.
So
they had a pretty decent spread.
No, they didn't. They had cold sliders, Luke. Ice cold.
Oh my
sliders.
God, you're right. You're so right. You're so right. Yes, I forgot.
But it was an open bar, so I was down.
Yes. I think that was Eric Nixick's kid with Francis Ngannou.
Yep.
Who was it that came up to me real drunk and was like, you? Who was it? It was Jason Perillo.
Yes, it was. He was.
You can tell that I had pissed him off somehow, and
but
he was too drunk to, or he appeared to be anyway. I don't know if he actually was, but he appeared to be. So
Sean Shelby was real cool to us at this.
Shelby was real cool. And so he didn't remember what to say to me.
Together and making nice for a night. We should probably go tip to tip once, all right? Probably.
So they mic'd us up here. They had all our conversations on tape while we were getting loaded.
Yeah. Can we get just one? I swear to God, just one. Was a solo bitch. Thank you.
Sure. I'm his co-host.
Oh, they guys wanted my picture solo for whatever reason, and
I love that they have this. It's MMA's Academy Awards.
I was legit nervous in the crowd because I didn't want to have the doc crew be there and then we didn't win. Luke, I was really nervous about that part.
To be here and meet all these MMA legends.
Dude, Grandma Habib was there.
Looking forward to who and what we're
Grandma Habib rules. She DMs me on IG a lot.
Thank you very much.
Yo, we're gonna make some noise tonight, okay?
Gonna make some what?
Justin Gaethje was nice to us that night. He got mad at me years later, but that
Yeah,
night
he was doing dip. You remember? He had
Yeah,
the big.
Oh, and you had the beef with with Anthony Smith, right?
Yeah, we had squashed, or maybe we hadn't yet. No, this was when I went right up to him and talked about it. That's right. I went right up to him and was like,
I mean, they've kind of been struggling up till now until I appeared on the show, so I don't want to take all the credit, but I also will. So you're welcome, guys, but also congrats on the nomination.
probably doesn't get you laid, but I would hope it would, bro.
How old are you? 30.
The thing about
Bate.
the idea of a D-list celebrity ensemble, that's not D-list.
That was the pink jacket guy, Jason
Yeah.
Cohen.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you know
That's your boy Jake Shields.
Something like that.
Great to see you. You're doing a great job, dude. I'm coming.
Oh, there's Sean Shelby. Okay.
Wait, Nate's going?
Come.
Oh, Shavkat's manager came up to us when we were sitting there. He was real nice. You remember that?
Shavkat's manager?
Yeah.
Oh, Danny, not Brennan.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
the other guy. Because Danny Rube was there too, but the other guy. You know?
I don't remember.
Quick pause.
Wait, you mean
He
for
also
Dawes? For Dawes?
is that his name? So he was all when I was in November of this year, when I was at MSG for UFC week, he was with Islam's team as well. And he came up and he was like, "Yo, remember me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, from the MMA awards."
I remember for Dawes introduced himself, but I don't remember if he repped Shavkat.
All right, I might have the
Sayat.
Shavkat reference.
Sayat. Is that the guy? Sayat's the guy who's in everyone's corner. He translates for half of them. He's Danny Rube's partner.
That's probably the guy.
Sayat. Sayat.
He was a real nice guy, So shout out to him. By the way, this is where I went up to Anthony Smith and he goes, "You know, I could be really angry with you right now if I wanted to." And then we talked it out and he was so cool and I give him a lot of credit because
He's a chill dude.
I was doing a bit there, like, you know, it was kind of a Shab skits and bits thing where I'm like, "Oh, your friend Anthony Smith," and I was kind of dunking on him and I give him credit, Luke. He was cool about it. You know what I mean? You never know. Somebody could put me in a rear naked at any point here. By the way, the entertainment was like weird as shit at this event.
It was a guy with an electric guitar who clearly thought he was God's gift to, I don't know, all of us.
That guy.
There he is. Yep.
These are your nominees for Trainer of the Year.
Win or lose, come back on Monday morning, bringing it. I'm absolutely bringing it because you know, this is what I do. This is the passion that I bring to this show. It's just another day on this journey, on this MK journey.
I don't think we were pretty sober for this, right? At least at this point.
No.
No?
Quick pause again. I'm sorry. We got a quick pause here. We had a good amount of drinks in the happy hour. I mean, I was deep in the eighth, Luke. I was nervous. I
don't know if I was that. Yeah.
I felt it would have been hugely embarrassing if we went with the camera crew and didn't win, especially if we thought we were going to win.
So you were trying to compensate.
This was such a D-list event that I don't know if you just saw at the podium. One of the guys giving out awards was that dude on the skateboard who put out the Instagram video of him skateboarding with the ocean spray bottle to the remember that to the Fleetwood Mac song?
It was like the Fleetwood Mac song was playing in the background.
Like that's how low level this event was. Hit play. Thank you.
Sharknado Films and Bring It On, actress and activist Cassie Skirbo, and UFC strawweight fighter Emily Whitmire.
Oh, BC.
Produced some of the most entertaining content in all of sports.
Sharing the fruits of their labor, the nominees for the best MMA program.
Did we even get applause? I don't remember if we did.
Are you kidding me? Pause it again. Luke, I got to give love here. A second later, we win this. When we won this, do you not remember the MMA journalism crew that was sitting behind us who were dude, Okamoto was
lit up like a Christmas tree.
It was Al Shadi, Mike Bone, Oscar Willis, Brett Okamoto.
No.
Dude,
so they were very, very friendly and they were very, very, very cool. What I'm saying is like the general crowd.
I don't think the general crowd knew who we were or cared.
Yeah,
but I will say, like, our people got our back, and they celebrate like we won the World Series. All right, thank you.
Dana White's Contender Series.
No podcast has ever won this award. This award has only been won by UFC-produced TV shows. Remember that, Alamo?
And the winner is Morning Kombat.
Yeah. I love it. Pink jacket guy just gave us a hug too. Shout out to
He was cool.
Yeah.
No, he's dipping. There's Justin Gaethje dipping.
Because I don't know how he won that either, except the MK fans, who are the best fan base in the world. I don't
That's
know
the
what we
best
did to
moment
get
ever,
him, but
Luke.
We got him, and we are better for them.
Luke, it was UFC legend Harold Howard who said, if you're coming on, come on, we're coming. MK's coming. Let's do it.
MK keeps coming, Luke. You know what I mean?
Then they made us give the trophy back.
We're out here live. The MMA awards are continuing. Brian and I are trying to process what the fuck just happened.
That was awesome.
No, stay. Oh, I think I have to go back there. I think it's one that just keeps.
They did mail you guys the trophy, to be fair.
Yes, I have it in my house now, but that night we had to just give it back.
You want to say hi? This is showtime.
I mean, Emily, did you think we had a chance in hell?
You don't know who we are, do you?
You guys did have
Underdog feel, right?
super underdog feels.
This is home over Rousey, right? I mean,
She was nice. but-
1,000-yard stare is
Yeah.
magic.
She was real nice, but she didn't want to be there. That's for
No.
sure. Yeah.
No, she didn't.
I just want to say thank you. I mean, I said it was the first thing I said in there. I'm dead serious. Like, thank you. Fucking thank you. Like, it doesn't go like this for a lot of people, dude. It doesn't go
That's
like
real,
this.
Luke.
But it
That's
went like
real.
this for us today because of you. Thank you.
Yo, because you believed, okay?
Seriously, dude. Fucking don't you ever, you gotta, don't take it. You can never take this shit like this for granted. Ever. Yo, suck my fucking dick. Suck my fucking dick. MK, MMA Programming of the Year. Take that.
I remember that shot. That was a great shot.
Yo, we're coming back next year, okay?
We did win it the next year. We didn't go to the ceremony, but we did win it the next year.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Jesus.
Al Wendling in the
Al
house?
Wendling. Shouts to Al Wendling, a legend who used to be a producer on the show.
This is like the moment right here. I was just like flying, Luke. This is amazing.
We should
I know, and this is where they asked us, like, "Hey, where do you guys want to party? We'll go anywhere." We're like, "Can we have dinner and go to bed?"
This was not saying fuck Jay. We should have sent Jay to hell on the stage.
During the speech.
We didn't.
We didn't shout out Mikey. We missed that one.
fucked
Mikey
that
was
up.
a big part of this.
Well, he's lucky that we're merciful gods, but it crossed my mind to be like, yo, and by the way, fuck Jay. But you know, Hanukkah was recently, and
Wait, I'm gonna call the restaurant to see if they can take us.
Where'd we go? Right, Luke?
oh yeah.
We went to like the steakhouse at Caesars. It was like an old mobster place.
Yeah, it was all right. It was fine. That's what I wanted. I wanted him to do that, and then he put this in. That dick. He always does that. He's like, yeah. I'll make you look good. I'll make you look good. And then he sneaks that shit in.
Oh yeah, Rod Stewart. That's great. Yeah, that's so random. I love it.
Yeah, we had nice steak that night. That was good.
Too bad Snyder didn't show for this. What a moment. Courtney was there though. She had our back, Luke. Always.
That was the production guy who also got dressed up in a tux.
Oh, Ty? Yeah, he
Yeah.
got a free meal out of that. And then this is random. We're in Tampa the following week, right?
For Jake Paul too?
I believe so.
You said you're from Northern Virginia outside of D.C.?
Yeah.
Do you know who Luke Thomas is?
No.
What up? What up, bro?
On top of the world, baby.
Martin Bader.
It's your boy
Martin.
right here.
The Gaucho.
We film documentaries around here.
It's the superstars that get the
It is, you know. Well, I hope someone documents.
Martin is the
their
Spanish
extraordinary life
translator, or he was for Showtime, and now I think WBC or some other
Less
thing.
than a week
Yeah,
removed
PBC
from holding up the hardware, from grabbing
It's a
that
great
trophy.
t-shirt,
It
too.
feels
Damn
like-
it. I gotta
like
find that
everything
shirt.
could go right now.
Live from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in
Dude, Darren Williams from the NBA. Remember he fought on this card?
Yeah. He was cool, actually.
everyone. We are the hosts for your stream here today. Only award winners in this table.
It was a party in the end. It was a three-man party.
So we did that pregame preview with Ariel. I think it's our highest viewed one still.
It might be, yeah.
The fans loved it, and I think that's what's most important.
We've already been up the highs and lows.
That
We were
fight
high in
sucked, though.
Miami. We were pretty
Sucked.
damn
The
low.
knockout was spectacular, and everything else about it was terrible.
There you go.
We've been. we're
Our
seeing
travel
things with a
schedules
lot
back
of
then
love
were out
for
of
our
control
A's.
too.
Congrats, guys.
But you know, pretty soon that red light's coming back on. It's time to deliver, and that's what I do.
Didn't we meet up with Coach Phil McCracken on this weekend too from the NFL?
Yes, we had dinner with him one of these previous nights.
Shout out to Phil
But you
McKagan, great
understand
guy.
Most of my life, any period of prosperity was typically followed by a dark chapter of absolute calamity and despair. So while this is
Wow.
a good moment, I am merely preparing for Judgment Day.
Pause it. Pause it. Brian Campbell, did I nail that one, or did I?
Well, I
nail that
mean,
one?
you know, I never give someone credit when they're like, I nailed it. I predicted my demise and it happened. I'm like, yeah, okay. You brought that shit on, all right? Come on.
Jesus. Lord have mercy.
There was a lot more that was shot in Tampa that hit the edit room floor. We put about 5 minutes into it, but whatever, Luke, you know.
They used to bring us donuts.
Minimum 4 Boston creams and a dozen.
That's what I had to tell him. You got to have at least 4 Boston creams or don't order the donuts, all right? It was a rule.
Yeah.
Dude, the new set was Chef's Kiss, and we got to pick everything, and they paid for it all, Luke. I love it.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh yeah, this is where we belong. This is the peak of the profession right here.
And we put those web screen posters eventually around there, too.
Yep, that's right.
I think it's this. I don't know if Luke's gonna be in on the AEW championship belt right there, but that's my style right there. This is even better than my high school bedroom. Wow.
Are these the books you wanted?
No, but they're the books we needed.
Ancient Rome. Luke's not gonna like his chairs.
This might have been my first day in studio. Is this the high court day too? With Chuck?
I don't know.
Holy shit. This is impressive.
This is what the top looks like, Luke.
Really, you gotta be doing
Nice
this
beard,
for
Luke.
The wearing the mask messes up your beard. It completely just changes everything. So
None of the books I asked for.
I had to go and wash it and then recomb it.
Wow. Oh, he's got an AEW belt as well.
We just won the award. We're trying to win another award.
This is not a great chair. It'll work for today, but it's not a great chair. This is fine.
Your boy BC gets announced as one of the new members of the Showbox team.
Oh wow!
It's all coming together
You know,
until it fell apart.
That seem to be crossing paths at the right time. When you prepare Luke's coffee, you need to be very particular. For a big rough and tumble guy, he sure takes it like an old bitch, right?
Once again, just unnecessary shots.
All right, you guys ready to go?
You know, this MK set is kind of like the path of our peoples in the last year and a half.
Rosita, what was that girl's name with the glasses? What, it's
Carly.
Changed face
Carly.
a few times.
Carly's
It's
awesome. Shout out to
emotionally
Carly.
been under a lot of stress.
And we are live in 10, 9, 8, 7.
You know, but it persevered. This is an entertainment series. It's my life. You know, I hope you guys grow, you know, with us.
Oh, it is
When
high
I-
court.
when
You're
I-
right.
when I-
Wow.
You hurt.
I don't know why I'm here.
I forgot about that screen on the back. How we could adjust it as we needed to like
Yes.
have different things.
That thing was a pain in the ass, but it was cool.
At home to running home from Vegas because he didn't play stripper. Thank you for making the effort.
A lot of
to come in.
caffeine in the veins right now.
I am excited about this show. May all of your gains be loyal.
Great doc. What a doc. No, see, I
good.
got to bring
That was
you
good.
back in here. So that's your first day on Morning Combat, right there.
Yeah, it was. We did a show in the morning, live show. We did high court after, and we maybe did a pregame preview or something because we brought Chuck in. So I feel like we did more than just high court. But
So
yeah.
what were you thinking that first day? Did we even talk to you?
you both introduced yourselves to me kind of thing, but we didn't really you didn't know who I was or anything. I do remember there was a segment during that show and you guys were like, if PFL could sign any UFC fighter right now, who would it be? And you guys were all stumped. And I told Manich to say in your ear, Sean O'Malley. And you guys were like, that's exactly the answer. And you were like, great call, Manich. And I was like, damn, that was me. But it's all right. It's all
Yo,
good.
but where's Manich now? All right, that's what I'm saying.
Manich is the man. Shout out Manich.
Oh, I love Manich. He's but a huge part of what this show was. All right,
Hell yeah.
that was Doc 6. We won the damn award. So this was where we took some time off for the docs. We didn't know if we were going to do another one because, to be fair, Luke, the budget started to really tighten up after this point.
Yeah.
We were
by
not.
this point, there was some changes afoot. Mhm.
We were not going to the studio on a regular basis. It was very expensive to go to the studio, so we were starting to really go like once a month. Like if we had a bunch of shoots, we were really packing it in where we would do full day shoots of like 4 or 5 different things. So
Yeah.
this next doc, the final 1/7, it really covers a full year. And I hope it's not our last one, but here it is. I believe it's called Coming Home. It's time for the best doc we've ever done.
Where's the mic? Right here?
Where are you?
That's the Park MGM.
1 second. Hold on. My wife's texting me. Give me just a second.
International Fight Week. Snyder's reminding us 2022. There's Snidey. He's back.
Oh, wow.
So this was released in October of 22.
On this 13th of December, 2020,
Snyder letting us know we're overselling the budgets being cut, but I don't trust his memory. I think our budgets were getting cut.
No, they were getting cut.
Yeah.
Morning Combat.
We're back, and you know what? We're just better together.
A marvelous Monday, Wednesday, MK.
Showbox.
Snyder, I think you drank too much mezcal. You didn't remember.
I'm ready, man.
Hey, look who it is.
Resume.
Pre-game preview. Everything is bigger in Texas. Yeah, this is my office.
Want to come in and see my crib?
I gotta take a huge dump.
A consistent refrain on my in my career.
Oh, that's right. It was Adesanya Cannonier was the IFW main event.
That's right. Jesus, it's a bit of a letdown for IFW.
Yeah.
Is he ready for us? It's okay. I didn't know you were in character.
Snyder looking fit, Luke. You know, you got to give him.
Always. Snyder stays trim.
The fuck do you want, Jake?
Yeah, Luke, your room is always a mess. I mean, it's just.
No, you know what? It used to be, but I've really. You're gonna laugh at me. My wife convinced me to turn over a new leaf, and I keep them pretty tidy now.
Park
Okay.
MGM in,
Do you know how many times I've gone into your room and you've had suitcases wide open on the floor with cords and clothes all over the place?
Thursday the 30th.
It always smells like shit in your room,
There's a
too, to
method.
be fair, Luke.
BC and I just attended the UFC 276 press conference, aka the gathering of the Juggalos. So that was fun.
All week, Izzy has been pretty provocative, saying he's gonna you up, he's gonna kill you. Is it better for your game if you got an Izzy chasing?
Listen, I'll be no bullshit. It's been a good week. You got to go inside Max
Oh,
Holloway's
Mikey there.
hotel room.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've gotten Gray covering you. That's what it's done to me. Unbelievable.
Dude, you got good interviews for
People have
CBS.
stopped
You
me
did
and
that
told
sit
me
down
that
with
they really liked
Adesanya
it.
at that mansion,
Yeah.
right? You did this
We've
Holloway
done
one
some
that
good
did
RSD
big numbers.
work. I got to
And
stop
that
by
was a
the
great
Extreme
RSD
Core Gym
week that we
and do
did
some
there.
stuff over there.
Yeah.
And this is when you blew me off and went to see Nick Sick and just left me in the hotel room.
I didn't blow you off. You did not make yourself available.
It's not a true fact.
Right? Playing that parry game.
Cody Stammen coming up here shortly.
Cody. Joe Luke, right? We promised. Don't worry, Cody.
Tomorrow here in Las Vegas, a live
Yo, Nick
MK
Sick's one of the
show.
best dudes ever.
We're
Looks
gonna
like
have it at a place called the
couldn't
Beer
say a
House.
bad thing about him if I tried.
We haven't even got to the fights yet.
Oh God, the beer house, Jesus Christ.
Damn, a lot happened in this doc.
It's not easy on top, but somebody's got to.
It's not easy being a top, right?
It's much easier being a power bottom. Come in. Yeah, come in. What do you want me to nail on? Don't put that on when I was itching my. What do you want?
See, that's what he does. You're like, yeah, don't put that on there, and then
Like
he'll
your
put it on
French
there.
girls? I mean, I feel like a piece of shit. I figure we should play into that. We're in Las Vegas for UFC 276.
I think we were struggling for a
International
storyline at
Fight
this point
Weekend,
for
and,
this
you know,
guy.
It is time to be optimistic and happy, right? Like we're here because of the fans. Like, you know, Luke is always about numbers. I'm about the art.
Luke gave us a very good, very concise. You know, Luke, like he was very meticulous. He gave us a very concise interview.
I'm surprised you said yes.
We need you to do the same because your interviews have historically been too rambling.
Fuel.
Nobody's taken a lot
Exactly.
of finesse at the end of that.
I was
come from a
legitimately
town
surprised
where
you played ball on
the
this
best
doc. You
year
gave him a
of
really good
people's
sit down
lives across the board is when they were 17, and like that's cool. It's like when I was pretty cool when I was 17. You know, I don't want the best thing that ever happened to us was that we won some award and had a billboard up in the UK and you know it was really cool. But like, hey, remember that
We did
time
have
we won
that. That's
award?
true.
No, like,
Yeah, 2 different
how do
locations
we
in London. That's
take
crazy.
that and get to the next level. You know, everybody loves the band when it's their local band, but then suddenly the band's playing amphitheaters, opening up for like Mumford and Sons, and now we don't like them anymore. You know what I mean? This is about, you know, losing that romanticism. You know, I had Uriah Faber on that casting couch next to me this week.
Great interview.
And said, you know, what do you miss most about the WEC? That romanticism, that feeling you used to get.
Remember
that
where we asked him
anything
about
could
getting
happen,
chicks after
that
he won the
people were
championship,
on
Luke?
site,
And
you
he
were
was like,
connecting
yeah,
with
never
people
had
at
problems
home.
before.
Yeah, he's like,
Are
we're like,
winning
oh, did it really
longer,
change for you after you
giving
became
our
famous? He
people
was
what
like, no,
they
not really. I've always,
really need, because we're
I've
trying
always
to
been
do
killing
it.
it. We're like,
There's a
yeah,
lot that
okay, well,
that
that's,
keeps me up
we
at night,
didn't.
to be fair.
I mean, I did all
When I
right in
fall
my
asleep right away,
20s,
there's
but
a lot that has me thinking, you know. No towels, no Wi-Fi.
here's Mikey.
What up? Get fucked. Drop dead.
Oh, ish.
Where's my Starbucks?
Where's my documentary team? Where's my team? Okay.
How does Jake keep showing up on these? I don't understand. He didn't work on the show for years at this
That's
point.
who I am. Like a cool, active dad. Yeah, he's got some, you know, holes in his game, but look at him right now. But bro, we're not the best sports podcast in the world.
So that was why I was late, because I had to shit in my room. And I was like, I know these assholes are going to get bitter if I shit in there.
Yeah, they would've.
CBS
They
producer
should've.
Mikey, he was, they really rolled out the red carpet and made him sleep in the room that there's a studio.
This is just saying that shit to fit the back of a t-shirt.
That is
Now
awesome.
we gotta be that.
His bed is half cables and cum stains, and I don't even know if they're his.
2, 1.
I am such
Dude,
an
that's Gaff
incredibly
running the
washed
show
piece
with
of
Greg, the
garbage.
cameraman.
It's
That guy's the
like-
best. Greg
But
Greg
honestly, if it were
Gelber.
me, I just absolutely rub my balls on every piece of equipment in there.
But here's the deal: 5 p.m. Pacific time, at the conclusion of the UFC.
You see, I'm a little thinner here.
Ceremonial weigh-ins and face-offs. It is Beer House, right? It's a beer
house.
There you go.
This was a big
How's
deal,
that
dude.
risk for
Doing
you?
this live show at
And,
the beer
I
house,
couldn't be
that was a
happier
big
to do
deal.
it.
So
Let's
show
do
up
it.
Yeah,
on
it
Friday
was.
at the beer house if you're going to be here.
Yeah,
Show up on Friday.
please.
We'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. Jake, make sure you take all the footage where we look the fattest and then cut out the one where we
Yeah,
look
he
the
would.
best.
He would.
People don't know how much you have to give in a 2-hour show, Luke. All I'm doing is giving.
You gotta. The first topic.
Didn't even react to your bullshit.
Very quickly. We went like 5 minutes on PFL, 4 minutes on the next
Like,
segment, 3 on the next.
I'm like, yeah, what about Sadabu C taking on Rory? You're like, is he washed as shit? I'm like, all right, we're done here.
Dude, those shorts. We had a few appearances with those shorts, Luke.
Taking a bit of a hiatus from the docks.
Well, have we taken a hiatus from the docks? I would say the answer is yes, and I would say that is long overdue.
Because with the budget was going away, Snyder. You got to be honest about this.
Yeah, it was.
I think the last one we did was what, December?
It was Doc 6. It was you guys won the
Award.
yeah.
After the award, after we won
Snyder
the award,
says we were
MMA
running out
Awards,
of
it was a
material.
little
That was
weird
also
because
true.
MMA
That was
hit
the
kind of like
ideas
a
were going away
wall.
at this point.
January was a weird month for us.
First time on set with the new set. Let me restart that.
Nice workmanship.
Yeah.
I know I'm sexy.
Dude, Cambria is an underrated
As good as it
character in
feels
these
now to be on
docs. You
top
got to
of the
give it to
mountain,
him.
like,
A little bit, yeah.
Luke's a bit of an old bitch.
Just
February
constant,
was a blur.
constant
Man,
negativity.
I mean, was I
DC
wrong
always
though?
has you
In
winning some awards,
hindsight?
and then Superman's gonna come and sweep you off your feet. But the reality is, you just you go back doing the exact same shit you were doing before.
Beer is like fun and stuff, but hydration's key. All right.
Oh,
yeah,
on the
A
rooftop.
little bit better.
I do miss that. I miss those days a lot.
So weird.
Yep.
You see that?
Snyder
That was a
reminding
day
us
we.
that-
Sorry, I was gonna say we pranked
Snyder
Jay
saying
that
we
day.
bought $500 worth of costumes for High Core. He says the budget was still solid.
If you're not gonna
What were you
bid,
saying, No
let's
Cena?
get the crew.
We wrote "fuck
all
you,
paid.
Jay" on the LED wall because
Yes,
it kept
yes,
breaking
we
all the time, and we were like, "Jay, the LED wall's broken," and it said "fuck you." Jay.
Oh my God, I forgot we had Espinoza in studio.
Yep.
On this set.
They brought in Custer for Espinoza to announce the boxing
to the
schedule for
unveiling
the
of the Showtime boxing
spring and
schedule
summer.
for this spring and summer.
I
Me
think he had
eating like
little
a
bit of
gross
big-
pig.
If I can just tell you candidly.
I'm bringing it to the boss. Let's talk shop. Let's talk game.
Thank you very much, Steve.
Yeah, no, it was an experience. It was a
He played ball with us. I love Steven, but we were
Steven
good for him.
Espinosa, people are like anybody in the industry are going to have their opinions, but I can just say with great clarity, he's always been extremely good to me.
Same for me. I still work with him at PBC. I've got nothing but respect.
Talk about.
I don't even know if they know. I don't even know if they know that the Earth isn't flat.
There's Tristan plotting his next murder.
On the air for it, but it's all good.
Look at how tired Manich
You're
looks.
gonna hate me.
Well, this is
before
an
you
all-day
love me,
shoot here.
right?
Like these
But
are
I'm
long
not
days.
prepared that you once hated me, now you love me, but you're ready to hate me again, and that's the thing I'm trying to stop.
I don't know what this is, by the way.
Dude, this was
This was the
legendary
best
from Jake.
episode ever. Literally the best episode ever.
Dude, Jake just came into this character with the British accent, and he just delivered. I had no idea what to expect. I told him like 10 minutes before, Jake, you're coming out, and you got to be on.
I was in tears. Dude, he stuck to the bit. I think I wet my pants.
Look, he's brilliant, Jake. Come on, you got to give him that.
Yeah, he's a bigger part of the show than I think a lot of people realize.
This ends absurd, Luke. Let's see which one you.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'm gonna be, bitch.
Look, you're doing the show with a vape pen in your hand. Just no cares about life.
Talk about Bruno, no.
Oh God.
We don't talk about Bruno, but it was my wedding day.
You did commit to the bit, Luke.
Telling the story, or am I? I'm sorry, maybe to go.
Sir, you've had too much to drink. Sir, we're cutting you off.
That was terrible.
Woo.
You know, the only thing cool about this doc is that, there's variety. And you talk about the growth of men a lot, right? I heard you say that. The growth of my career has been not just what I'm doing on MK, but what I really want to be doing. And that's calling fights, working at fights.
This is
can't
where we
fight.
got lucky.
I don't know how to fight. But can
Because
provide
I was out on a
soundtrack
showbox shoot,
to
and Jake
some of
happened
the
to be working it
potentially
for
greatest
Showtime.
fights
Mhm.
that will go on to happen.
So we got doc footage in Deadwood, South Dakota. You know what I mean? Like these are where it worked out in our favor.
Oh, that's right. You were there for the one of the what you call it cards.
The showbox event, yeah. But I'm sorry, Snyder, the budget was tight at this point. We got to bring him back on to talk about
In Minneapolis, right? I think. Well, Jake, were you there? All right, maybe not in Minneapolis, but I want to show the people that can I do all sides of it.
Dude, Deadwood's a weird town, man.
What's up, guys? It's your boy BC, and after having to hear for years about Luke Thomas,
Just for men in the house.
it's about time to see my other job here, Showbox, the new generation, Deadwood edition. Let's go check it out.
And you did a tour through town.
Yeah, it was. The town is one street. It's real weird.
Raul Marquez, daddy, trainer, broadcaster. I'm trying to show through the prism of my art that is broadcasting through this thing that there's not a job that I can't do. All right, so guys, here's a tour of what we do on Showbox, The New Generation. Your boy BC sits here. We got microphones. And that sounds arrogant, but that's what gets me out of bed each day. I've got a large head, and that's not something I've ever tried to hide from.
Oh,
I
real
need to be
quick
as comfortable as
aside here, if
possible,
you
so
could
the only
pause
thing
it.
I'm
So this was the Showbox show where Raul Marquez's kid made his pro debut. Giovanni, shout out to Gio. And so we called that fight. There was a local makeup lady that they hired for this event in South Dakota. She's probably like 70 years old. And when she was putting on my makeup, she goes, "Hey, you see over there on the bar? because we were in like this back room area, which was like a bar. She goes, I brought cookies for the crew. She goes, I made them myself. They're contraband cookies. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, I
She goes,
remember you telling me this. Yes.
she's like, you got to eat one. I'm like, well, if they're contraband, I'm going on the air. I probably shouldn't. Like, she's like, no, you have to. I'm like, look, I'll take a bite. She goes, no, you have to eat at least half of one. You have to. And she kept challenging me, and it was weird. And I finally said, bring the box over here. Ate half of it. Luke, I was so lit during the 10 minutes before we go to air, we do like a dress rehearsal, slurring my words, couldn't get it together, dude. But then when the camera came on and the red light came on, dude, I absolutely delivered. After the show, she never told anybody that they were contraband. The whole crew had eaten them. I went over to the box. It was completely empty. So I scooped up all the crumbs and put them in my pocket and went back to the hotel room. Yeah, that was a true story.
Not coughing on air, right? Not getting blood on my brand new dress shirt. And what was the question? I can do the goofball fun and game shit there. So, they say when in Deadwood, you gotta assimilate yourself.
So Deadwood is
to the
just a
deadness
bunch
of
of
it. So
casinos with a
I say,
steakhouse in it.
Let's go check out
It's
what
really
Deadwood
weird.
has to offer. Does it have a lot to offer? That's up to your interpretation, but let's check it out, Deadwood, I wouldn't call it a factory town vibe, but,
Not today,
we're
Karen.
not that far removed from where you had a beef with a motherfucker. You just, you shot first and became a legend later. Weekends, it brings the crowds out to Deadwood. They got bumper ice boating over here. Every casino's got a steakhouse in it. The only thing left to do now is get ready to fight. So I'm fired up, excited. Thanks for watching.
I'll never go.
But show up on Fight Night with me. You'll see a different
Yeah, we
angle.
were out of ideas.
You know
Let's
what I
be
mean?
very clear here. We were out of ideas in Doc 7. Maybe that's why it took a whole year to put this one up.
Everybody, I'm Barry Tompkins. Once more, my partner Brian Campbell. Both fighters have
There's the lady, Luke. That's the lady.
That was her?
Yes.
You want to see the buttoned-up guy in the decently
Is that Barry
suit
Tompkins?
who
Yeah,
has
the best.
passion for the game,
82
is
years
serious
old
about
at this point,
Show up
still
with me on-
delivering.
I'll tell you something. If I'm
Friday,
82, I'm not showing up to a motherfucking fight.
Yeah, not in Deadwood, right? A real donk in the crowd.
Wow.
Dude, there were a lot of MK fans in the crowd here at South Dakota. I got to give credit. There was this dude named Chance who showed up, brought his father-in-law with him who had a beard down to his feet. I mean, it was a gnarly place, Luke.
Get the first professional round from Giovanni Marquez. Three-punch combination starting to the body, and he's pushing the action in the phone booth. You're right. A major theme of these 4 rounds. Right. There's Brian Campbell.
He won a decision?
Yeah.
A guy to watch moving forward.
There's Edward De Los Santos. Remember he fought Shakur?
Yep.
You're still the same white trash piece of shit you've always been.
Great
April was a little
editing.
bit better.
This is Spence Ugas, yes.
Yeah. Micah Parsons was.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome, actually.
Well, it was cool to do a show with him, but don't you remember he didn't give a fuck about talking to you or me?
No. He may have shaken my hand, but that was the extent of it.
And reluctantly at that.
Yeah. Look at you vaping on set, Luke. You have no F's to give here.
Stack.
Stack and Raul are great to work with. Absolute pleasure.
Yeah, Stack's great. Stack's very, 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 very friendly.
So we're back in the bomb shelter today, or Orchids of award-winning combat. It's for a big thing. We're going to launch our interview series, Room Service Style.
Yes. This is a good day right here, Luke. Good day.
It was a
on
good
set.
day.
I'm Brandon with the Morning Combat Crew.
Dude, Glover was fucking great in the end, man.
He was. He didn't get all our jokes, but he was great. Yeah.
But he was there to play ball a little bit, and he also had cool stories.
So Room
You know?
Service Diaries used to be a thing that
he just
actually
made
grew
you want to
out
hang
of
out
the
with him and
pandemic
drink
when
beer
I
and
was
mow the lawn and stuff.
And in it, we just had a conversation about all the things that we love to do. We're just two heterosexual guys who bang. What ended up happening over time was that people
Dude,
really
those
liked
pandemic
the person that
haircuts
they
were
doing
so
it.
bad.
And we needed an
How do we
interview
not get
series
fired
vehicle.
for that shit? I mean,
And so we just
seriously.
decided, why don't we just take some of that aesthetic
They rolled up a fake
flip it over to,
$100
like,
bill
having
and put it on
conversations
set.
Yeah.
Huh?
with people we want to talk to.
God, Jay, get the fuck off
Dude,
set.
Jay keeps showing up.
This is taking content squared, right?
That means to the next level, to the next power.
Was that Mikey at the bomb shelter there?
Yes.
He never was there.
We did one with Glover Teixeira.
He was there. He came out. I can't remember why. Maybe he was like visiting family or something.
Could be.
It's supposed to look like a dirtbag
First
70s
in.
hotel room, you know? Yeah. Because that's our attitude, you know what I'm saying?
Luke, this is the only one I sat in your chair for, I believe.
This
I believe that's right.
You know, this is championship.
So that chair legitimately had a loose spring that would go up your bunghole if you didn't sit right on it.
See, we gave him a crown. We had a good ass time.
All right, the budget was decent this
we
day,
did one with
Snyder.
Sean Brady, UFC welterweight.
Did we do this the same day, like back to back?
No. I think we did one the next day.
Okay.
Sean Brady's gonna think we're a bunch of perverts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of, you know, the T levels just went up since I entered this.
Don't think I've worn my shirt since then.
Really working.
Yeah, I'm not. I gave that.
I
shirt
went to
back.
the grocery store.
But I'm looking forward to it.
Dude, Sean's the man. What a good.
Sean
dude.
was also fucking cool.
Oh, look at this. Look at this, you know? Now you can sit and
Oh, you
rotate
gave him
on
the
Delta.
drug rug. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, remember we gave bomber jackets to Rafian Stotts? Like, we had a good gig going there. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we still had a budget. All right, Snyder, maybe we're back in this.
No, but they were definitely not, so they were definitely trying to bunch us together though, BC. That
Yeah.
part is true.
I don't feel like playing these motherfucking games.
Hold on, wait.
Snyder thinks the budget didn't get
What's
dipped
up?
till
Luke Thomas
23,
here,
but he's
Jersey
wrong on
City,
that.
in studio, and
I look
let's
like
see,
shit.
We've been doing our new revamped series.
This was a
Room
long
Service
couple
Diaries.
days
We did
here,
one
if
with
you
Glover
remember.
Teixeira. We did one with Sean Brady, and then today we are trying, probably against our better judgment, a companion, and then also a post-fight show, which is probably a really bad idea to do both, but here we are. My producers are right here being like, this fucking guy.
I know you all were talking shit in that room.
Definitely.
Like, I just,
Definitely.
you know, I'm too good for them, you know what
All
I mean?
right, quick.
Like,
I
I'm
got to
not,
get
but
Snyder
I'm
in here one more time, Luke. Can we do it? Can we
All
get
right, who's
Snidey
doing
in?
this
Can we
fucking
pause
shit?
it?
Pause it. Pause it.
Let's bring in Snidey one more time if he can. All right. Snides,
Yo.
we'll get to the budget in a second, but Luke could be Kurt at any moment here, and we all kind of had to dance around it, right?
We were balancing a lot of emotions. Yeah, it was difficult at times.
I like how you think my emotions are the ones to balance. Meanwhile, we have to deal with your bullshit too. There's always a tax to pay either way, motherfucker.
Snyder, I will say, you were our producer, but you were also our marriage counselor, like a lot of the time. You kept Luke and I from taking anything personal against each other, and you kept the ship moving. And I give you a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, I was putting out fires, as you said. I think that
Yes.
was your line. Yeah, I was there. I like to consider myself the MK spirit guide throughout all of this, and you know, it was fun. It was fun.
In LT, these long weekends are tough to get through when you're vaping and drinking and eating bad
Yeah, I mean,
takeout.
you know, we were not managing our health as good as we could have. I'll put it that way.
No, Luke, you looked like you were just hit by a truck in that video.
Yeah.
You looked absolutely terrible in that
Terrible.
video. Yeah.
This is, I will tell you, what's kind of gotten interesting is I have a hard time sleeping in hotels now. And I think this was the beginning of that. This was the beginning of me having a real, and so we might be there for 3-4 days or something by the end of because that's Saturday here. I'm previewing that, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying we're going to do a companion and then a post fight. So that means it's Saturday's fights. By that point, I must have been just completely fucking wrecked.
Well, not only are you exhausted, we're about to be on camera for 6 straight hours.
Yeah, some of that was self-imposed in terms of what you guys wanted to do.
That's true.
Yeah, but I will say too, BC, we cranked out so many of these docs in a short amount of time, and many of them were thematic in terms of like, yeah, we were coming back to studio. Doc 3 we could have done without. That was unnecessary. 4 was like, okay, like we're doing like a fun fight with Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather. It's one of our first times back on the ground in a long time. Doc 5 was the whole aerial thing. 6 was you guys winning the award. Like these all made sense. Like we started pushing them out longer because we were having more artistic fun with them, and like we were running out of material in some
That's
way.
true.
So
We
it's like
absolutely were. And anytime we ran out of material, I was like, okay, it's me versus Luke again. And you'd be like, kind of already did that a few times.
right. And like I will say too, the problem was like and I'm jumping ahead. After Doc 7, which we're watching right now, you guys, we went to London after like we won the or no, it was just that sports podcast.
Yeah, we headlined their podcast.
You guys headlined it. Yeah, there
Festival.
wasn't an award for that specifically, but we shot all that footage and we had a bunch of other good material, and then that was the exact same time as the collapse of the greater Showtime CBS Paramount experiment that we had here, and then now we're sitting on a lot of footage. So
all right, Matt, let's ask you an honest question.
Yeah.
Was MK a sustainable idea financially?
I think it was back then. Yeah, I mean, well, what do you mean?
With the right sales team, I think it could have been. Yes.
With what we were doing back then, in tandem with all of the events that were distributed on our own platform and it made sense. And I think under other circumstances, BC, maybe if you wanted to stick around here and not go to CBS full time, we could have figured something out.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I've been at CBS full time for almost a decade. So
I thought it transitioned to part time now.
No, they just cut my salary by 60% 2 years ago. But hey, I'm back, baby. I'm back. All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you for your time, Snidey. Let's get back into this.
Thank you.
The thing is, though, what can we do now? Room Service Diaries nailed it. Next transition, live companion podcast during the fights.
Yep.
All right.
Shout out to Manich's barber. What was that guy's name?
We want to provide
Neon Dion.
entertainment.
Neon Dion.
UFC 274, which is going on right now.
He was a really good dude.
Versus Dimitri Bivol.
Yeah, of course, that took a big breath, too. Let's
Did you
see.
show Gaff's ass crack right there?
Luke always said eventually I was going to catch a fade for the way I talk about these, these athletes. But tonight we're really going to catch that fade.
Okay, so is it okay if I vape here? Yep. Okay, all right. Even though I was trying to catch a single egg.
This is my barber.
Dude, this is great.
Dion. These guys' hair has been looking rough for years, so figured I'd try to hook them up.
Didn't Dion give you like a head?
They are very professional.
Yeah, he
Wiggle?
gave me.
Watch this.
Yeah, he gave me like a swervy line in there.
I felt like it was my first time meeting them, and I felt like I'm home. Yeah, man, I'll see you soon.
I gotta take a huge dump.
Muay Thai, Luke, look at this plum control.
Snyder
right
says the
here.
collapse of Showtime and MK was consistent with the increase in talent vaping, Luke, to be fair. The more you vape, the worse we did.
Yeah, it's true.
On camera for the next 4 hours and be entertaining for you guys, so gotta figure it out.
Ash was the backbone. Shout out to Ashley Hooper. Yes.
Round 3 of Canelo Bivol underway.
Yeah, the smallest one, please. Oh my God!
What was the UFC main event for this one?
Oliveira Gaethje, I want to say.
Fair. Dude, that's a bad KO.
Or it was Izzy Pereira, because we did both of those.
No, I don't think it was Izzy Pereira.
Way of telling you it's time to poop.
It was definitely Oliveira.
Jesus Christ.
He has a triangle. He lets it go just in case she's getting out.
Yeah.
Oliveira takes the back. The choke is in. That's it. That's it. It's a game over. Game over. No. Yeah. Game over. Game over.
Luke, you're
Game
great
over.
in those moments.
Game over. Charles Oliveira.
People
wins.
tell me I have
Charles Oliveira
memorable
wins.
reactions to these kinds of things. I suppose that is true.
Dude, our staff was exhausted too. Yeah.
Yeah, we were all on fumes at this point.
Holy shit, dicks.
You're probably going to shit real quick, right?
Will you stop? Fucking stop.
Yeah, we just worked for 14 hours, and you're like, dude, this shit sucked.
I think you guys said this show sucks at least 10 times during that broadcast.
So I didn't realize people liked it. I thought we were floundering.
I know. I thought so too. And then I got all these messages after we were over, and there were people like, "That was so fucking great." I was like, "Okay, all right."
I love you. I love you, Jake.
There's our sound guy Nick. He took us to the next level. What's his name in real? What's his character name?
Silky.
Silky. Yeah, Silky Jones, right?
Silky Jones.
Dude, this is my office.
You must have driven there that day.
I did, yeah. And they gave me a box of T-shirts, I believe.
Jason Aaron.
We did get a shit ton of merch, Luke, at all times. You got
Too much.
Yeah.
Maybe Jay hangs around MK too much. He's not on our show anymore, but he shows up at the live events. And somebody set up a very small stage in Brooklyn. It was a big deal, to be fair.
Is this when you
Gervonta
fell off
Davis
the stage?
versus
Yeah, that is.
Rolly
That was
Romero.
definitely Jay's fault.
the editing on this with
Showtime
Jay's
pay-per-view.
face is so good.
And how about this for an all-star weigh-in lineup? Your boy BC, El Diamante, Raul
Where were
Marquez,
you
my
for this,
brother
Luke?
from Showbox, right?
Me?
And how about
Yeah, you
Steven
didn't come to
Jackson?
this one.
Not
I don't know if I was
Summer.
invited to this
How about
one.
all that?
No, you were. You had
Right,
something
Stack?
going on.
Right, you know where I'm coming from. And you know, we
sure?
did great. We
Yeah.
throw it to the stage, to the classy one, and then I lean over in my director's chair, and I'm going down. I'm going down.
Dude, I almost bit it and hit my head. I mean, I got
And in
lucky.
that
I kind of
moment,
caught myself
I
on the stairs.
survived that fall, but afterwards, it's like, did this have to happen?
Embarrassment levels are high. This is very reminiscent of my wedding when the first bite of penne alla vodka stained my white vest and tie and
True
shirt.
story.
Like, how did this happen, actually?
You had pasta on your wedding?
Yeah, and it stained my tie, vest, and shirt.
Who
on the first
catered?
bite.
Chef Boyardee?
No, it was well catered
You
event.
know, but no, he wanted that cookie
I'm
corner
just
shot.
teasing.
Jay was in my ear, but I couldn't get his attention. You know, what is his
Look at that
motivation?
fuck.
Our fear with Jay in the beginning was, you know, if are you really trying to sink this show
Oh,
so that you can
Pennington.
star in it one day? Are we back there?
It's gonna be a good fight. If you're not tuned in to Showtime pay-per-view, you tripping.
So, dude, Matt Snyder texted me right away. It's like, Jay is setting you up. Like, this should be addressed. Jay planks at that
Yeah,
chair.
we
No weights on my chair.
in real
And,
time we
like,
turned
are
this
you-
into a
like, is
storyline,
this
but it
some
was
kinda,
real.
like, weird mind fuck come back and take over MK?
I just want everyone to understand, if you get a shot below me, there's 4 chairs on the stage. Not one of them has a single sandbag on it. Not one of them is tied down.
I got sandbags.
Here's him blaming somebody else. Right?
Always. And that's the issue we always had with Jay. He never took responsibility, ever.
Like yourself from a small town in Connecticut.
Did we get footage to see how I stuck that landing? All those years of falling off the ladder, cleaning
They're
the gutters.
probably one of the cameras did.
Dude, I've fallen off ladders, cleaning my gutters a
I
lot.
believe that after we won the World MMA Awards, there was a bit of a hangover period, and then a bit of a rethinking about the show and its future. And I think that we have begun something of a new path that is, I think, right on time. Right on time.
Luke, what is that new path?
No, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It was not like non-COVID though.
You look like shit here too.
Yeah, I think I was hungover. Or no, dude, when I fly to Vegas, I have like a hangover for 24 hours,
We
even
had
though
to
I
get
didn't
some
drink. You know?
equipment upgrades for what we were doing.
You can't
for
sleep in
MK,
hotel
regular
rooms. I can't
MK.
fly without
Jake
feeling
wanted
like shit.
to stage a home invasion of my house.
You know, I showed them a piece.
Well
of me.
said.
I was like, look, bitch, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna shoot my office and not a fucking thing else.
Luke, is this all true?
Yes.
You could spend so much time looking at what's next. You know, you can miss what already happened, right?
So they came to our house to what? To give us new cameras, new something.
Yeah, it was those backlights for you guys. It was like those blue and red backlights.
Yeah,
I
mine
remember.
broke pretty quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you? Want to come in and see my crib?
Yeah, my
I
wife
gotta
and
figure.
kids.
I gotta figure out which pets I'm gonna euthanize first. That's not my estate.
Dude,
Welcome
my
to
wife and
death
kids
row.
were like, "Do not put
Come
me
on
on
in."
camera in any form. I do not want to be a part of this."
I don't know why the fuck I just said that.
Luke proclaiming
first
that's
stop on
not
the
his
tour is,
estate.
the
It
best
was a
song of all
generic
time.
This
image.
is where I have done a lot of really mediocre work. Yeah, this is my office.
Molly, smile for the camera. Hi, babe.
The dog is looking at you like, get the fuck out
Come
my
on down.
face.
We'll see the office where the
She
MK
loves
happens.
me.
So let me just show you a few things and make of it what you will.
I mean, come in and take a look around.
Where it happens, Luke, right there.
As you can see, I have a lot of books.
I got a bed for, you know, nights that I work late.
These are some other MMA books that I have.
I got a great gift from my wife and kids a couple years ago, the Molly the dog pillow.
There's some books on geopolitics and globalization.
Most important member of my family.
Friedrich Nietzsche, The Gay Science, Aristotle's Ethics.
Come here. Come here, up. Molly.
I've got more Aristotle readers.
You know, what does it look like when life imitates art?
And this is.
Luke, were you purposely being as nerdy as possible in your breakdown?
No,
of this?
he told me to walk him through what books I have.
Squirrel pee.
And then he's asking questions behind the scenes like, what's that book? What's this book? Why do you have that book?
He's a genius.
So it sounds like what I'm doing is, let me just tell you all my books, but he was getting me to go through my entire shelf.
If you've seen Coco, you know what an alebrije is. I got my toe spacers. This was me at
Got
boot
my
camp.
toe spacers.
Who the fuck is that?
What happened here? I never asked you this. Who came to the door?
This is the Pantera
Some dude trying to
full
sell me
display
some
of
shit?
power beer. One keyboard for everything. Jesus, hold on, I gotta answer that. You have the wrong address, sir. Very much so. Okay. Yeah, what the fuck was that? He has been a source of inspiration for a long
I said
time.
that shit to
I
I was
Brian's
pissed.
house. I think his office probably looked like a mix between Pee-wee's Playhouse and all of the plans the Riddler ever put on the wall to kill people.
There's no heat in here. There's no air conditioning. It's really
I have
bare
finally
bones.
upgraded. I've got heat and air
Is this
conditioning
the
finally
fighting?
now.
Shout out to Big E of WWE fame and the
Big E's the
Bros.
man. Took care of me too.
93, 94, most improved player. Okay, baby.
Damn
Okay,
right.
She's she's very camera shy though.
That's Zoe, by the way.
Factory made, factory tough. Aaron Bronstedter's got me all over this jazz stuff. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that was out of tune.
Make a look easy.
You gotta come now.
Luke, I love this moment. Shout out to your wife being willing.
What you doing? She's gonna be all over your I'm right here.
Okay, so my name is Luz Borges Thomas. I'm Luke Thomas' significant other / wife. I love combat sports, Colombian. So I grew up around a lot of boxing. Then I actually started training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, she rolled with Matafuri, Luke. Let's be honest
here.
here.
Oh my God, this got a while ago. Obviously with Brian, they have great chemistry. As I mentioned before, he has a lot of fun doing this show. He put his soul and everything. You can tell this is
My wife is great, bro.
She's the best. That's a really touching moment.
Yeah, my wife is fucking great, bro. Also, not my estate.
Yeah, it's a pretty quiet neighborhood here. That's why I parked my bright orange car, obnoxious car right outside. There's really nothing going on except for, there's Big Lou doing cool drone shit.
By the way, I told Jake, I said, Jake, if you make my wife look bad, I'll fucking kill you.
Coming to the factory town.
I straight up told him. He's like, no. He goes, I'll make you look bad. I'm not going to make her look bad. And he did.
Yeah. So now we're leaving my house. We're driving 45 minutes to my hometown of Naugatuck, and this was pretty awesome that we were willing, that we were able to do this. That Jake was willing, Snyder in the budget, because we really went back to the factories, Luke. I mean, it's
back to the roots.
Naugatuck, Connecticut. Factory town in the house. It feels good.
God, what a dump.
It is.
Grandmother grew up in that apartment up there. That's where I went to elementary school, Central Ave.
Jesus,
baby.
bro.
The highway's right there. It's great. That's the house I grew up in.
I grew up right there, Luke.
1984 to 1991, like first grade.
No central AC?
You got the Portuguese
no,
bakery.
not at all.
I don't
What are you
come
kidding
from
me?
the good
No.
neighborhood, right? I don't come from the cute town. You may not connect with where I'm from, but that's how I got here.
That neighborhood is called Little
This is the
Portugal
town
that I grew
made
up in.
me. This is where it all goes down. Not only did I spend a lot of time here at the town green, my first apartment was the 3rd floor of that white building over there.
Dude.
5 years,
I mean,
baby.
your life was ramshackle and shitty.
One day I want to go on the Naugatuck High School Wikipedia page under notable alumni. And,
Dude, Mike's Pizza Palace, it just
this guy
closed
right here.
after like
We're currently
40
shooting
years,
doc
Luke.
right
Best
now.
pizza.
I'll be
It closed?
on Meta.
Yeah, they're trying to reopen, but their
There's
lease
a
ran
doc
out
planning
and they were
call.
forced to move.
At
40
my
years.
peak, the more you order from this place, the better the pizza would get.
True fact, dude. It's old school Greek pizza. Like, they'll give you a crappy pizza if they don't know you, but if they know you, they'll like really dial it on, Luke. That's how it should be.
They made mounds and almond joy in this town. They vulcanized rubber for the first time. Charles Goodyear in this town. But you know, most of them have been torn down. We're down to like 1 or 2 left. So you know, this is where the final scene of War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise, was filmed.
Dude, when Tom Cruise came to our town for a week, it was like the biggest thing that ever happened to the town.
Yeah, I can see that.
Shortly after the movie was filmed. But you know, this is kind of where it all went down here. This is the hard scrabble in effect right here.
You know, I may be from Connecticut, but it's not the side of the tracks that you think.
Oh, and they got the railroad
These are
shot.
active train tracks.
Yep. You've never seen this, Luke?
Maybe I didn't get this far.
They didn't film Stand By Me here, but they probably could have.
I might have turned it off after my wife got off
This is
screen.
what's left of industry, you know?
Dude, we climbed this
Can you
fence.
come
We
up
went to
there or
these
no?
really gnarly looking areas. It was Big Lou, me, and Jake.
You know, this Tom Cruise stood right here when he ran away from those aliens at spoiler alert at the end, you know? There were big buildings, smokestacks, and factories that, you know, represented where I'm from.
Coming full circle, showing
Pete
a
is
piece
gay.
of my life to
Yeah,
Jake
I
and
actually
Big
forced
Lou,
Jake to
and
shoot
I'm
that. He
hoping
didn't.
comes
It
through
wasn't
the
part of his
camera to the
plan.
people at home.
Yeah, that's the highway. That's Route 8 right there. You can take
That's the poop plant
the-
right
the
there.
board out
Yeah,
of the
that's where we were.
I've been walking on these train tracks for half my life. Oh, God.
That was a lie.
That's
I've
why
never
they
been
look
on this way.
But,
You got those hammer toes,
Oh
brother.
yeah, cauliflower
close the
toes. Luke.
factory without the boy, though.
Oh, this job is awesome. Look, what a show.
What a
life.
job, brother. What a job.
And now, Luke, it's time for 3
You know,
margaritas.
when we
All
talk
right, you
about
ready
the
for
live
this?
show, it's like everything's
Oh,
coming
God, I thought
together
I'd been
for
spared
this
the
one
worst.
moment.
I have to say, they didn't make you look too bad in the edit on this part.
See my angle? But
It
what
could
have
have
we
been
done this
worse.
week? How about put people on the couch for Room Service Diaries and made gold?
You have the hat on
Just for you.
He looked like someone who shows
Dude, Snyder
up to visit your
hates that
house,
One Love Marley
as if
hat. Hates
some
it.
kind of giant land animal had ejaculated all over him.
How about had Joe Rogan shouting us out?
You know the morning combat guys? Luke's been on the podcast before. He's got that dude with him.
Everything's building up, the good, the bad, the fear, the
Co-host,
anxiety,
baby.
the excitement, the
Oh, that is
Order
awesome.
businesses.
Luke,
A,
will you
is
share on
Casey gonna
Monday's
do
show
some
what Joe
absolutely
Rogan said to
stupid
you after
shit
that
with the
podcast?
wheel?
I should at some point
people are
because it's
opposed
kind
to
of
it.
silly
That's
not
really
to
what
at
I
this
care about
point.
more
But
than anything.
the problem is, if I do, it's just going to be
I've
like
been here for days
constant,
At this point. I
you
haven't had
know,
a drop of alcohol. I haven't had a puff
just
of marijuana,
negativity surrounding me, and I kind of just want a little
And
peace in
I
my
think
life, you know?
tomorrow-
Yeah, it's time for peace, Luke.
I think that was pretty good.
I mean, it was kind of like just using other stupid bits from other docs, but you know,
True.
when you don't have storylines in your doc, you gotta.
Luke gave us a very concise, good interview. You gave us what you normally give. It's going to work really well. Okay. Because there's a great story here.
Yeah, we went really meta with it. We
of
went really
how
behind the
you're
scenes with this
struggling
one.
to come to terms
Yeah,
with
this one was a little bit
success
more
is
genuine.
happening. And then Luke, conversely, is thriving in the progress that you guys have made as men.
That's real talk.
Look at the stupid grin on your face.
Thanks, Luke. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So no one wants to go to Medman? It's all right if you don't. I don't know.
That's the weed store.
Luke, I really regret with this live show that the crowd couldn't hear the show.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But to be fair, that's why the live show in London, we kind of like, it was redemption in a lot of
Yeah.
ways.
That one went a lot better. Yeah.
We got to get that doc made because that's a mountaintop moment, dude. There's nothing like that London live.
I think that might be my mountaintop moment for this show, to be honest with you.
Once a year, Luke Thomas, we give back to the fans here on Morning Combat with the live show, Las Vegas International Fight Week.
Also, Rashad was a great third man when we had him on too.
Shouts to Rashad. Been nothing but professional and cool and friendly to us each and every single time.
Also, we had a lot of fans that showed up for this. Melissa loves MMA. Who's that fighter, Luke? He showed up too.
Joaquin Buckley? Wasn't
Joaquin Buckley,
No,
new
no,
Mansa.
the amateur fighter.
Oh, Christian DeGuerro?
Tristan DeGuerro. Thank you very much.
There's Chuck Mindenhall. There's Aaron Bronstetter.
That was Brent Brookhouse in the background there too.
They're basura. They're really terrible.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Can we at least talk to our friends, Luke?
I came for the LT, stayed for the BC, all right?
Dude, that's
Oh,
Punch
you made
Drunk
me
Pete.
chug and I beat that guy. That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot
Punch-
about that.
Punch Drunk Pete. That guy's
We gotta
great.
spin this wheel. Hey, Jake! Fuck Jake! Other than boxing! Fuck you, Ryan!
My God.
You know, we can't do
I gotta say, your energy has not been amazing for me.
Thank you, folks, for being out here. Thank you to the Beer House.
It was a challenge, Luke. You got loose and turned forward, Dale Senior style. You know what I mean? That was
We did a picture line after this
Docs are great. This guy deserves a raise.
that went on forever.
It was overwhelming, but
And
I
I
appreciate
got
it.
sick because I shook so many hands.
Yep.
And had to talk to so many people. I got super sick after.
Just like Trump, you had to put bandages over your right hand, Luke.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
shaking all-
Anti-hero, like sad guy, like you. This is the narrative. You brought it back. Like you showed up today to save not only the doc, but also this program right here.
I mean, here we are complimenting me, and then afterwards at dinner, everyone was a little dour.
Pause it. True story, you probably heard it before. We went out to dinner after this. Luke, still drunk as shit, was like, I think that went awesome, right? That was great. And then we all one by one had to be like, Luke, it was a debacle. That was out of control. But
That is true. That
it
is
turned
true.
out to be one of the greatest moments. And I can't thank the people in the crowd enough, Luke. Like they came, they couldn't hear the show. They waited for an hour afterwards to meet us.
Yeah.
People came into the line with tears in their eyes. They told us what the show meant to them. That one weird dude made the brownies in the Tupperware and gave it to us. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Those were pretty potent, Luke, to be fair.
I don't know if I had any of those.
Yeah, hit play, please.
so excited to meet you. I jizzed my pants, bro.
I can't get enough fucking Brian Campbell.
If this doc proves anything.
Oh,
it's that
Dr.
I'm the
Raj
guy
was
who
there
stays up
too.
at
We
night
met so many
worrying
great
about the
guys.
show's future.
Remember the
Because
guy,
I
the
want
other
this show to
doctor,
be
his wife had the
more
tats.
than
Remember
just
that guy?
MMA takes. You know what I mean? I do. I hope we can keep going.
That's
Wow.
Wow, that was epic.
We
That was
we really need to finish these, man, because you're right. There is a part of the story that's not really told.
Snyder, can you come in one last time?
That was recorded. We just haven't paid for the editing.
If we can go 3 box here, please.
Yeah, I'm
let's
here.
do that. So, Snidey, we recorded the entire London trip, including interviewing fans. Jay Paquette was there with his wife Dawn. Appy was there. All the people we love. We then recorded the final days in the bomb shelter when we were lamenting the end of Showtime. We also recorded the first day in the new Metal studio. Will all that footage ever? Can you greenlight? Can you find room in the budget? My salary is gone starting today. Can you find room in the budget?
Yeah, maybe we could take some of that CBS money you're getting and put that in.
No, that's my kid's secondary education.
Or you can reinvest in yourself in some way. I don't think we have as much footage as you actually think.
I don't know if you remember, Matt. We shot a lot of shit. I don't know.
We shot a lot in London. I know we shot a lot in London. We shot some after London. The Meadowlark stuff, we didn't really shoot that for like doc purposes. That's not
All right,
as
the final weekend in the bomb shelter. Remember, we set up that ladder and I sat up by the ceiling and gave like a long.
Yeah, I did. And then afterwards, I think we had a long talk that the material wasn't really good and we needed to figure out how we were going to reinvent the docs. I do think that also happened.
All right. Well, thank you for your service, Matt. What Matt is telling us without telling us is that this doc will never see the light of day.
Seems that way, yeah.
Unless you believe in it. Do you believe in it?
I don't know that I do. I don't know that I do.
That was really fun. That was Docs 5, 6, and 7. That's the journey. That's the history of this show. And I don't want to cry, Luke. I guess we can cry on Monday, but
Yeah, save your tears for Monday. Fuck up.
I'm so thankful that we went on this journey together.
No, it was a great job, man. That was a real nice thing we had. It was
Long
great.
Island Luke, thank you for your service to the show today and in general. We can follow your work, of course, at the Main Card Minute. Any updates on your content that the people need to know before we say goodbye?
Yeah, so in roughly 30 minutes, I got Gaff versus Oscar Willis dropping. Semifinal matchup. Winner moves on to the final for $100. So go check it out. It's a fun one.
Wonderful stuff. Don't forget, folks, this Monday, January 5th, live and direct, 11 a.m. Eastern in Meadowlark. LT and BC for the final time for now. Luke, one day Mike and the Mad Dog will get back together. We will too, all right?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually the way I would say it is it's not your last MK, actually. I suspect you'll be back on some level, but it's the last one, like, together as the initial foray tandem kind of thing.
People are like, why can't you do both? I can't. It's what it is, all right? I'm all in with my company, and that's what it is.
Don't make the rules, man.
That's what it is. Okay. Family first, but this family has meant so much to me. You can follow, like, subscribe, all that. Buy our merch, morningcombat.shop as well. BC 50% off sale still live until Jan 6th. So thank you very much. Luke, any final messages from Columbia?
Thank you all for watching these, and we'll see you on Jan 5th.
Thank you.